Please do let us know how the sound sounds. If Alcross and myself are balanced, it'd be good to know.
Yeah, the YouTube one is still showing for me waiting for Mohawk Games. So
I think I have just clicked go live, so hopefully in a second it will start popping up.
now it is live. Yep, we're good.
We're good. All right, great news. All right, we see movement from who's this? Klass already. Klass has gone Carthage. Classic. Yeah, Aaron's confirming it. Great.
All right.
So yeah, we are dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so you can pick your platform. Looks like most of the chat's going on YouTube if you want to join in there.
Yep, I'll be watching both chats as well. So.
So we've got myself and Alcross here at the moment. Soren may be joining us later if he's available, but we'll have to see how that goes. We've got us two for the time being. But yes, the final is here. Woo woo, excitement.
6 months.
6 months, indeed.
Yes, Ninja picked the map, and Klass took first pick and picked Carthage.
Carthage, indeed. Yes, we have a affable schemer. Love to see it. Very nice setup. I'm sure we'll be seeing some explosive growth from both players, but of course, affable really helps get those early settlers up.
What was the chat from Klass? I missed it, but I can't open it up again.
Yeah, we can't see it. We will be able to in the next version. Would you like to re-roll map? Let's keep. Okay, they're going to keep the map view.
Okay. And then just sound check, 554-229. Everything, you can hear me okay? Folks were saying maybe I'm a little quiet, I'm not sure. Yes, it is a wild map with the Scythian sites in the middle there and a very narrow 3-tile pass with some amazing trader spots there. This should be a really fun game.
All right, let's do a quick. Oh, of course, the map timeline doesn't work for that. Let's do a quick city count check, shall we? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on each side, plus 2 in the middle.
2 in the middle.
Yeah. So 16 side total. So quite relatively small. Alcross is a tad quieter. Right, let's bump Alcross up a little bit then. There we go. Second.
So Persia from Ninja. So we've got another Persia-Carthage match.
All right. Let me know if that's better. Alcross, say something, please.
Yes, testing something, please.
Ready. Okay, so we're off to the races already. We've got a shrine going down, a 2-turn shrine with an artisan capital, and a farm as well. Love to see the double
artisan
workers
cap,
there.
yeah. That's going to be interesting to see.
Fluffy will probably have to turn himself down so Alcross can turn himself up. I've just turned Alcross up, so hopefully that helps.
We should be good now. So Klass is, I guess he's not forcing traders, but he is forcing Carthage. This is not a Carthage start, and once again, we have a pasture-only start.
Indeed, yeah. So we've got horses, elephants, and goats here. Not enough of a change. All right, let me boost him up a little bit more. Deal with this. Okay.
Yeah, Persia is starting the pasture right away, and then scouting, and already got a ranger promo on his slinger. Unfortunately, there's no forest near the camp, so he will not be able to clear the camp in time.
We've got Eagle Eye on Carthage's slinger, so they are not going to be able to clear.
Also not going to be able to clear
either.
the camp in time, yeah.
Very interesting, unusual to see for these competitors.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And that is not a growth shrine in Carthage. That is not a growth shrine in Carthage. That is a culture shrine in Carthage.
Okay, so possibly culture. Should we have a look at the wonders? Let's see what's available here. Pyramids, Sikh and gardens,
with some arid tiles around.
Yeah, pyramids could be very strong.
Yeah.
Necropolis,
which is a quiet. Necropolis and Yaz, both those together are insane as a combo.
Yeah, very nice. No, we do have German Aqueduct. We don't have the Jabal Bakal, which is
we don't have museum.
Been something favoured.
And we don't have Colosseum, but we do have Heliopolis.
Oh yeah, quite a lot of legendary wonders to pick from there. So yeah, I wonder if we will see a legendary rush without the Colosseum. Maybe that's a little bit less tempting, but certainly, if you want to go for a points win, then you're going to need legendary culture. That's for sure on this map.
It's a pretty small map as well, so only about 49 tiles between them, but it's pretty rough terrain, so it's definitely further than that.
So Carthage is using the advantage of their scheme orders to go harvest everywhere. They've used water buying 3 times already on turn 4. Let's take a swap over to Ninja. I haven't looked at Ninja at all so far. So Ninja also has a schemer. He is an educated schemer. Yep, so he's getting a nice bit of science income in there.
Yeah, we do have some pretty nice Juron sites even for like there's a decent one just in the capital as well with those rivers. Tech-wise divination for Persia is finished and looks like admin first from Carthage, which I'm surprised there.
I imagine he's thinking about growth. He wants to really stack up the growth from Affable with the growth from some granaries. Yeah, not having access to growth resources is going to slow him down. We do see the growth shrine coming out now in the capital, so he's double shrining it there. Probably going to see a Zoroastrianism play.
To respond to chat, Yaz and Necro are a good combo because Yaz gives you plus 20% bait civics for state religion, and then Necro gives you 3 civics a year per pagan religion. So if you do the kind of classic monotheism, polytheism, divine rule, where you have pagan everywhere and a monotheist religion, that's a pretty big boost. So
we've got a hunter's cap in Persia. Interesting.
Soren is ready as well if you want to add him.
Ah, perfect.
Should be able to
do, yes. Let's
you see the game.
I'll do that. Okay, hello Soren, welcome to the stream. Are you there? We can't hear you, so.
Hello Soren. No Soren yet.
Hey, if you can hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
We can hear you now.
Alright, we'll have to do another sound check again.
So I have nothing you to contribute.
Yeah, let us know if someone needs turning up as well. But, welcome.
What's it called?
It is Klass versus Ninja. There's no password on it, so.
Uh-oh, I don't see the game, I'm afraid.
There should be a rehost button for our players, maybe. Something in
try that. Ask if I can try that button.
Yes, I believe.
See if that actually works.
Practice the host.
Do you want to? I don't know what the button is called. Fluffy, do you want to ask? Okay.
Yeah.
So peace with the tribes from Persia and war with the Danes from Klass. So. Both of them had that extra barbarian spawn. Okay, they're going to try to hit the rehost button.
Okay,
there.
Great. All right, will be awesome to see if this actually works.
Yes, they added a rehost button. And to respond to chat, once Fluffy moves the camera over, we can take a look. Lake Brigantis is kind of the open middle field there. We've got 2 Scythian sites in the middle, and then this kind of flat, forested, hilly. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely have some fun with onagers here. It's going to be really, really hard. And I think the Pontic Mountains and the Scardus Mountains also kind of fence everything off, so you won't really be able to use the coast too much. So definitely going to be some really interesting middle combat, assuming that the players meet there. And the north is a lot smoother. Yeah, Inland Sea always makes such amazing maps.
That's a very fascinating little spot in the middle there. I mean, you can connect it from the northern spur. It's really interesting, especially with all those resources.
Yes, especially with hunters and with traders. So both amazing sites for hunter and site.
Is Fluffy on the call? Because I don't hear him.
I'm here, yeah, I'm just not talking. I'm just trying to pay attention to chat. Yeah, Klass is not finding the button, unfortunately. Okay, well, let's just go for a traditional rehost then.
Hunter capital with that camp and horses. All right, he's rehosting.
Okay.
Okay. Right, well, let me go.
Bear with us,
Yeah.
folks. We will get this show back on the road very shortly.
I guess we can ask later if he tried the button. He's doing it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I
He
believe
couldn't
so.
find the button, he said. So
Oh, okay. We'll have to work on that. I haven't used it myself yet, so I think it's on the escape menu, but maybe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's my understanding, but I couldn't actually get a desync to happen when I was testing it, so
Let's see
unfortunately,
the game.
not quite sure. Anyway, we're back up. The game is up. I'm in.
also back in. Soren, are you in yet?
No, I don't see it.
Klass versus Ninja.
I think the game's actually called Ninja
Okay.
vs Koala.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I see Ninja versus Koala.
Yeah, that's the
That's it.
one.
That's it. Yep. Yep. Sorry,
Oh.
Klass Koala.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
That's my bad.
Maybe I could always have seen it. Sorry, everyone.
No worries.
Wait,
We got
it's
that.
kicking me.
You have to make sure you check join as observer, I think.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, the UI is leaves something to be desired if only we knew someone. So
Only we use someone. Wait, there's no. Okay, this is going to be really stupid. There's no join as observer button.
there's a tab in the top right that you toggle at the top right. You turn that on and then you click on one of the players.
Yes, but I'm saying is when I click on Ninja vs. Koala, it just kicks me to the main menu. Okay, I'm gonna restart the game.
He's not in yet.
Let's catch up on chat while we're waiting. Can we join the
Yes,
observers?
no
Observers?
purple
Yes, you should. Everyone should be able to join the game as observer. It is, as we've just said,
Sorry, everybody.
Ninja vs Koala. So yeah, watchers want to. Which Purple Boomer's watching the two guys that get my ass go head to head. It's been pretty damn cool. Everyone's not too much time. Yeah, well, it's been great to see the community come together and play games, stream games.
Yeah. I just go to network, join online. I see the game.
Yep.
I click on the game. Server, para, pam.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
And it just pops me to the main menu. Is three observers match?
Mods. It's got
Maybe I should just continue.
It'll be a mod issue, I imagine. They've got the music
I
from
can
the
even
start.
just comment from the stream, I suppose, if I'm not too far behind.
Soren, can you hear me? We've got the music from the start mod active.
Is Ed talking? Because I don't hear Ed.
Yes.
He is talking. He's saying that
Why?
there's a mod enabled music from the start. Maybe that's why you're getting punted.
Oh. Do I need to turn that mod on?
I don't
Oh
think
my
you need to turn it on.
You need to have it installed. I don't know why I'm
Are you
talking
on
Soren. He
Epic or
can't hear
Steam?
me.
I'm on Steam.
Yeah. Let me get you the mod link and we can get this going here.
No idea why Soren
Oh,
can't hear me.
I need to download the music from the beginning mod.
Music from the start. Yeah.
Music, yeah.
I'm trying to find it.
I got it.
You found it?
Start.
Alright.
Download. Okay.
And that should fix it. Yeah, I think I have it downloaded but not installed. But as long as it's downloaded, I guess it works. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm experiencing something we could probably improve. Yep. Now I'm in, or I'm into the join as observers.
You can't hear Fluffy?
I still can't hear Fluffy though.
No, that is super
We're in the same
weird.
call, right?
Yeah.
We are on the same call.
I can hear Soren.
Super weird.
Soren
You're
can
hearing-
hear you. So
Yeah. Fluffy
sorry,
can hear
Fluffy.
me.
Fluffy can hear.
Yeah.
Fluffy can hear you. Do you have him muted locally or anything?
I'm like, shut up, Fluffy.
Are you
want
in
to
the
hear
game
your
as well?
stuff.
By the way,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm in the game now, so we can. you
Everyone's
guys
in.
can unpause.
go ahead. Let
All
me
right.
know.
Check.
All right. All right. Well, now we just need to figure out Fluffy and Soren being able to hear each other. So otherwise, I can just play telephone the entire match. So you should be able to right-click on Fluffy's portrait and then make sure you don't have him checked with muted or something. You would see like a red mic over him.
That's not
We'll
muted.
make sure his volume isn't turned down to 0 or something as well.
Maybe we should just hang up the call and you should call
We can do
us.
that.
Yeah,
I'll
we
just
could
call.
we could try restart. Oh, okay. Third one. Fine. Hello.
All right, test.
All right, can you hear me?
I can hear
Yes,
you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear Fluffy? Sorry.
I can't. You
I'll
can
take
hear
that
him
as a
right
no.
now?
I can hear Fluffy and I can hear you. He can hear me and he can hear you. You can hear me, but not Fluffy.
This is so weird. You've never, I mean, wow, weird. Boy, I'm causing all sorts of problems. Everything was
All
flowing
good.
fine until I showed up.
All good. All good.
Maybe I'll
Players
call
are
you
playing.
guys?
Yeah, how about you call us? We can try that.
Okay,
All right.
alright.
Sorry, folks. We'll get there in a minute. Bear with us. All right. We have the second city from Klass coming up. He's founded riders. He's managed to clear that without too much of a problem. Of course, getting the affable governor in there, mate. He got his settler out a bit quicker, so had to spend less turns getting the slinger going. All right, got new push call.
All right.
Okay.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello.
Alright. Who knows what in the world's going on? Okay, sorry to
Can you hear
drag
Fluffy?
Is it working now?
Yeah, we're all good. We're all good.
All right.
Okay.
Amazing. Hurrah!
Sweet.
Jeez, man. Some
Uh,
of this
all
is
right.
our own fault, and some of it is my fault.
All good.
Okay, so surprise, it's Carthage.
Yeah, it's another
Pretty good.
Carthage Persia match. Both players have founded their
Hello?
second city. Yeah, yes, hello.
all right. I need to turn my speakers, my OBS down a bit. All right, bear with me a second.
So both players have founded riders second.
Oh, Chris, you're still there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Oh, hold on a second.
All right. How's this, chat? Am I sounding all right now? Soren has muted himself.
All right, Soren, you're muted now, so. All right, well, to catch folks up with the game here, both players have founded their second city as riders. Klass is actually starting a worker second in that city with the settler coming out soon. He's getting admin and rhetoric, perhaps for an early exploration. And then on the Persia side, Ninja has founded rider second as well, but is starting a slinger first and is getting aristocracy after getting
All right.
domination.
Sorry about that.
All good.
Alright, Ethan, we've got 3 turns simultaneous left. Turn 8, yeah, we've got riders settled in Carthage. Got a happiness
Yep,
level
so-
immediately from somewhere, an event, I suppose.
Yes. And there will be either no states or no traders on the Carthage side. And there's some really nice trader sites on this map as well. We will see.
What's happening over in Persia? What have we got to the second? We've also got riders, so double riders.
Yep, neither player taking their free city site in the north. Yet.
Not much surprise for Persia. How many pastures is he looking at here?
Quite a lot. He's got the horses, some goats, some more horses.
Not a crazy amount.
Yeah, also some land consolidation resources here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no, Klass's mouse has died. Oh wow, this is a game of trials. This is.
We're a well-oiled machine.
This is why I always a fan of wired mice, because they never die. Those rechargeable mice always fail at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Actually, not that many land consolidation resources. There's just these olives and honey in the south, and then I don't think there's any others actually.
Right.
Just
Not,
three. Some incense in the north. So yeah, 4 land consolidation resources per side, so not much.
yeah. Not a huge amount of sites, to be fair. Either it's quite restricted. Not a huge amount of any resources really.
Yeah, it looks like Klass is going rhetoric early to get that exploration for the presumably to be able to move scouts along the water to get a sight of the inland sea. Both players still have pretty limited vision right now.
I'm so sorry. Is Alcris talking?
Yes. Can you hear me
Okay,
now?
now I can't hear Alcris. Okay. It's me. I'm just gonna take a flyer here. I'm using Discord in my browser, so let me try hang it up and try to use Discord.
Do you want to try a voice channel maybe?
No, maybe you
Yeah,
can just use my phone if this doesn't work. So I'll call you guys
Okay.
back.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So,
right, well-
yeah, what has been happening? Let's try and work out what's going on. Both
Looks
have
like
adopted
Klass has already
theirs.
adopted. Yeah. Oh, both of them have adopted theirs. Okay.
Yeah, we've got a 12-year-old philosophy student, one wisdom.
Adopted the same turn or same? Yeah.
in Persia.
Yep.
Who's Klass got?
Hello again, Soren.
Oh,
Hey, I can
you're
hear.
saying?
Hey, I can hear everyone.
Yay, you can
Oh,
hear
my
everyone.
word, it's amazing.
Really, Discord to the limit here with 3 people in one call.
Crazy.
Craziness.
All right. So Persia's got aristocracy. We'll see if he goes for stone cutting, admin, or border boost. He does have hydraulics marked already on the tech tree. Ninja does. So science-wise, slight advantage for Ninja, 26 to 23, but still both close, pretty close with schemers. The difference between affable and educated schemer also rolled a humble, and Klass got impulsive instead of a positive trait so far. So.
Yes, both. In fact, both Klass and Ninja have marked hydraulics. It's the only tech they've marked on the tree. The ballista nerf is not putting either of them off. They both want it immediately.
Yeah, and looks like Klass just said in chat, I should have picked Persia, realizing there are actually no farm resources nearby. So
This is a dry map.
it's a very dry map, yes.
No, this is rough. Is it part of the setting? No, it's just.
No, it's just inland sea.
Inland sea
The
just
north,
happened.
the north is a little bit more. From my experience with inland sea, and you probably know this better than I do. It tries to pick a latitude or two, right? So like you'll have the cold sea or the middle sea, and this one looks like it's kind of the south is kind of more deserty, and the north is kind of more temperate.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Yeah, I think sometimes we had a thing where we were trying to sort of imitate the Mediterranean a little bit, right?
yeah.
So it's a little bit more like North Africa in the south.
Yep.
But I mean, that's also just thing of dual map is you can
Yeah.
a dual mirror map. I mean, it's only generating really like 200 tiles, so it's very
Yeah.
easy for it to end up in some crazy situation.
Yep. Klass is buying some Danes and clearing the Danish site here. He's making good use of that Eagle Eye promotion that he got on his slinger.
Yeah, we can see perhaps why he built the money shrine first. That 20 money from the shrine is coming in handy for buying tribes
Yes.
there.
Yeah, definitely feels a lot tighter now without the free trader courtier. You feel very, very tight. And he goes statesman, so no traders for Klass.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it's kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
We've been so used to traders being an important part. So it's nice to see him searching for other sources of income.
And as
Although
scientific... Go ahead.
Carthage Nova, Carthago Nova, looks like that's going to be producing quite a bit of money. Term.
Yes, there should be quite a bit. I mean, no patrons on this, but yeah, that would have been an amazing patron site with 4 precious resources. And I think when Klass saw his free city site and all the game and all the pastures there, he was like, I should have gone Persia because, that's going to be amazing. As Scientific points out in chat, that northern free city site with the 2 sheep and the 3 game is going to be an amazing hunter site.
Yes, it will.
for Ninja.
Boy. I
Second
guess nobody had patrons for either their nations.
Nobody had patrons, no. Second
Yeah.
shrine going down for Ninja, starting the shrine of the Order Shrine in Parsa. His settlers coming out. That affable has let Klass get his settlers out a little bit first. So he is starting his apprentice acolyte and will have another citizen in 4 years. So it looks like Zoro is going to go to Klass.
Yeah. Were they able to see the site early?
Yes.
The one with all the... It's interesting. What like it feels like one of them should have thrown an audible for a nation that does have patrons. What would have been a good choice?
Well, you don't see the free city site until, or no, they wouldn't have seen the patron site until after founding.
Okay,
so.
they had to choose. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot.
See
forgot.
some,
You don't even see the free city site until after founding as well. So.
Yeah.
see
I would
some-
love if we had more vision early on. That would definitely help. But
Yes, of course.
See some pings coming down from Klass here. He's pinged. This is the perfect hunter spot in that northern city there.
If only I knew a hunter, to be precise, yes.
Yeah.
He's getting stone cutting at long last here, as well as starting a flatland arid mine, which feels like a choice. Not sure I would have started a mine there, especially with Carthaginoga getting a worker shortly. Yeah, it looks like Zora is going to go to Klass here.
It is an artisan seat, of course, so he gets the extra, he gets 6 iron out of that mine rather than 5, and it's quicker to build than a mine on a hill, so not necessarily the worst choice.
True.
Yeah. Did husband... Sorry, this is a total tangent. Did husbandry used to be called animal husbandry?
Maybe.
Very good question.
Very early days, possibly.
I feel like it wasn't. Like I for whatever. I just looked at it, I realized like someone changed the name. I don't remember doing that.
I would have to
Sorry
check old videos.
Yeah.
Old videos from 4 years ago, but yeah, I don't remember. Ninja's cleared his southern city site, so he's a little bit ahead in clearing sites.
He is settling northwards, though. He is taking his third settler, well, his second settler.
Yeah, he's going north to that amazing hunter site, which I presume he's going to found hunters and not states, but we'll see. He also has truce with the Scythians and peace with the Scythians, so he's not taking the site that Klass has cleared with the marble and the pearls and the crabs.
I'm a little bit surprised that Ninja didn't take his settler to the site he just cleared. I guess he's thinking he wants to get that hunter site online ASAP.
I presume so.
Yeah, probably.
He is starting another settler, so yeah, there's no way he's going to be able to get Zoro. Generally not possible to beat artisans to Zora. Yeah.
I mean, that northern side looks pretty good.
Yeah, the northern site's amazing. It'll fuel his settler construction, right? That'll be a great one once he gets that game online.
Yeah, that's very true.
And we are now turn-based, so it's going to be a little easier to follow the action. Over onto Klass here.
Yeah, Carthagio is developing already, pumping out 20 culture a turn. It's already 23 years to strong culture. That's fairly insane rate there. Of course, Artisans is helping. He's got cultural pageant for another 8 culture a year in the capital, plus a public mural. He's had some great event luck.
Yes, although this current event that he has, Impulsive Goodbye, because his leader is impulsive, he has a choice of no longer becoming impulsive and becoming stressed, or sending his child exploring, and he picked to no longer be impulsive and is now hopefully will remember to indulge in revelry to get rid of stress. It's very easy to forget. Yeah,
he's busy influencing his Queen Consort at the moment, but yeah, he could definitely do that next turn. More farms going down.
Really strong, but there's not very many good strong wonders, so maybe he's going to go for that Heliopolis early. We'll see.
Yeah, I reckon he must have his eyes on legendary at this point. He's just getting boosted. I mean, getting that cultural pageant was quite lucky, to be fair. That's a huge boost.
Yes, and is that it for the Danes? The Danes just had one site, so he cleared the Danes? Wow.
Yeah,
that's where the cultural pageant came from.
Yeah.
Whereas Ninja has to deal with the Scythians on his side, who have a lot more sites.
Yeah, there's one on Ninja's side, and then 4 more in the middle.
Yeah, but the Dane equivalent site is a Scythian site, so... Alright, looks like Ninja just got admin. We'll see if he goes for Rhetoric to get that exploration.
I will say, I've been looking around this map. This map just screams colonies. The such density of resources, and especially for Persia, like there's a lot of pasture resources that are kind of away from city sites. So,
yeah.
And obviously also, like I would guess the navy is going to be very important here, and so it's kind of interesting that Klass is 3 techs away from navigation.
Yes, Navy is going to matter, although if they collide in the south, then it might not. We'll see. It's definitely going to be an interesting map.
It's hard for me to believe Navy is not going to be a big deal here. But like Navy, Navy combined with colonies, I think it'd be very strong.
Yes, coastal movement and water movement is almost certainly going to be a problem. Is going to be a thing.
I mean, I can definitely see. Yeah, Ninja is almost certainly going to go colonies. I mean, both players I think have made strong use of colonies, and the southern border is quite hard to expand over with all those mountains there, but yeah, you could get a pretty decent expand over the north there. Although even there you've got volcanoes in the way, so you might need to get some ships there to fill in the gaps there.
Yeah, if you want to compare, Fluffy, the vision for each player, both players, Ninja's got a little bit more, but both players still don't have really great sight. But of course, it's turn 13, so both players are doing a great job scouting.
Yeah, you have a lot of really interesting mountain block.
Yes.
And I guess the only way you get around that is with colonies. So
Yeah, some definite choke points. So, like if you settle the middle and then set up onagers on those hills and have sea control, it's going to be really hard for anyone to break in.
Yeah.
And like that volcano in the north by the Scythian site where Ninja Scout is right now, that's 3 tiles of land that you can easily wall off. And then,
Sure.
like if Ninja out-expands Klass or Klass out-expands Ninja, both players could find themselves with like a 9 to 7 site situation or even a 10 to 6.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we see some early aggression, if people trying to break out of that, or just go for a quick kill. Looks like.
I'd love to see one. Yeah, I'd love to see one player go farther along the north and then get that northern Scythian site, and then the other player control the south. That would lead to a really interesting situation. But
the peninsula site in the north,
yeah,
that'd be super interesting.
Because it's really, as long as you have the water control, it's really more part of that northern spur than the southern one with that forest between the 2 sites.
Yep, if you can bridge across,
Just checking the science production. Klass has overtaken Ninja already, despite Ninja starting with a slight lead from the educated leader.
Yeah, 33 to 26, so
12 science in the capital, quite a lot of that coming from centralization, because he's got 1 acolyte, presumably. Yep, he's got an acolyte in already.
Yep, Carthage gets that early centralization.
We don't have a citizen. One turn till another citizen. We could maybe see a second acolyte coming out.
I presume he's going to council and get an acolyte next turn. We do also have exploration, 2 laws from Klass now, so expect him to start exploring the water with his scouts. And also sending children exploring right in time for his age 9 person to go exploring. He loves that exploration aspect. We'll see if he also adopts more, though he doesn't have any civics.
The nations have just met each other, and Persia has declared war. No, sorry, Klass has declared war on Persia.
It's not going to be a peaceful game. They've declared war. We're not going to have a peaceful game.
Shocking.
Shockingly, every game has been non-peaceful. Hard to believe.
Well, there was one game where people said truce, and they actually held a truce for like 50 turns. So.
Okay, all right.
Very early in the tournament, some of our newer players. So.
All right,
hopping over to Ninja, he's got pretty good vision. Sees Klass beginning to clear that southern barbarian site. Looks like he's maybe going to move on this Scythian site. He's still dealing with this barbed skirmisher that's continuing to whittle away against his slinger down there. Looks like they're going to go simultaneously until turn 20 themselves. And looks like he just founded Sardis, as we expected, a hunter site in the north, and immediately getting a worker to get that game and sheep online.
Very nice. Yeah, he did have a choice of ambitions this turn, Ninja, but has declined them for the XP. Fence. Seeing settler. Yeah. So classic Ninja, quick expansion. What's Carthage build queued looks like? Yeah, we are going for the council into the artisan, so slightly slower expansion now from Klass. He's going to grab Zorro first before he really starts pushing settlers again.
Yep, and Ninja not even trying to grab Zorro, still doing a settler in his capital. And we've got 32 people watching on YouTube and about 6 watching on Twitch, so we're hello, folks. Really excited to see so many folks tuning in for the grand finals.
Exciting times, and of course this may well not be the last game because this is a double elimination format and Klass has yet to lose a game. So if Ninja wins this one, he does have to win again in order to seal the deal.
And Klass will potentially have map pick next time. And Ninja does take Horsebane on his new slinger, which is going to be convenient fighting the Scythians. It looks like he's going to try to clear that Marble Pearl Crab site.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to be able to do it with 2 slingers?
With a single slinger?
He's got 2, but he's going to have to wait at least quite a few turns. I feels like he's a ways away from being able to clear that site.
Yeah, and he's not building another military unit anywhere either, so...
The timing seems a little off here. Because he's going to have to essentially wait 5 turns to leave that site, and there's no way he can clear it with 1 slinger.
Looks like it will be difficult indeed.
All right, looks like Klass just finished researching Stone Boost, so we'll see if he goes for Sovereignty or Ironworking, or potentially Drama or Polis. He does have Sovereignty marked for that early machinery, both players wanting machinery early. And Klass does have a scout in the vicinity, so he actually sees that Scythian site. So he'll know when Ninja decides to move in against the Scythians.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like Ninja is a bit more of an uphill battle, given his the units he's facing and not being Carthage.
Yes, and Carthage can, of course, buy those Scythians.
Right. I mean, I don't imagine there's not much point doing that now, but...
I mean, he could, in theory, start whaling on that slinger.
That slinger, maybe?
Yeah, it's a lot of money, though. It's not worth it, I think.
Probably doesn't help, yeah. It's very unlikely that probe was going to survive, and then, you either just got to leave it where it is or move it away from the pack, which just makes it much easier for Ninja to clear it. See, Klass has got an archetype for his son this turn. He's got a frugal, pious judge with 180 opinion of him.
That's an amazing second character. I really love Schemer into Judge. It helps so much.
Yeah, not a huge amount of science, but it seems like he's doing fine for science anyway. He's getting other sources, so yeah. Very nice to have the civics and the judge. And frugal is just a great trait. Just makes all the
frugal is really good.
Improvements cheaper.
Economy-wise, with that stone boost, he's almost at 400 stones, so we may see pyramids here, assuming he can get some quarries down, although he is starting some by the mountains in Carthago. Hopping back over to Ninja.
How did Ninja end up with the angry wife?
I presume it's one of those events. I think there's an early event that you can get locked in.
She is in prison.
What's that?
She's in prison and at war with the Tivians. I imagine when he declared war on the Tivians, he got an event and was forced to put her in prison, right?
I'm more curious why he ended up marrying a Scythian to begin with, because it seems like that was going to be...
Yeah, I think maybe he thought they were just going to have one side or something. Unclear exactly.
Yeah.
But
mouse over them, they're probably going to say much stronger or something like that.
Where did one of these horsemen go? Did he just... Oh, wow, he must have gotten an event to instantly kill her or something? Because the Scythian...
Yeah. How did that... Did he get a crit or something?
No, I think it's one of the events where, like... But he doesn't have a general, so... I'm not sure. Maybe he got a crit. Yeah, because it does do 11 damage with the Horsebane, so maybe...
He has no crit chance.
Well, he has no crit percentage, yeah.
Then I'm not sure.
No event either. Very confusing.
Did we miss a turn somehow? I don't... do...
Unclear.
Anyone in chat can figure that out? That is, I mean, I sort of saw it, but I didn't. Maybe just.
Maybe he attacked last turn and we just didn't notice. We'll see.
Yeah.
No events showing on the leader notable events.
Yes, and now hopping back over to. We're still on Persia's turn, right? No, we're simultaneous again. That's why I messed up. Okay, so maybe that was it. He attacked.
Oh, like a double attack essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, well, take advantage of that. I mean, even with that nice move there, it's still going to be a close run thing there.
I thought. Aaron, I thought the events for killing were always tied to a general, so I don't know that you would get an event for just killing something without a general, but I don't know. Yeah, Beck is saying he just hit it twice, so I think the swap to simultaneous is part of the reason. So. Yeah, I never gave much thought to swapping to simultaneous from turn-based because it seems like there's almost certainly that will lead to problems. So I just assumed people wouldn't do it. It felt very awkward, but so it's interesting that they I guess decided to go for that. Yeah, I think they're not fighting and might as well get some more turns in to get it faster, right? Yeah. So I'm just why did they switch from simultaneous in the first place? They just had the game starting 10 turns automatically or something. So. It automatically switched. Oh, it automatically switched. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's assigning a general instead of healing up, so he's got the oligarch here. Probably will want to heal that up a little bit. Unfortunately, doesn't have healer on it or herbalist, so it's going to be a little bit, but should be fine. Moved his slinger out of range of the camp as well, which will help a little bit, so should be able to clear that next turn. Although that will, of course, speed up spawning a unit in the Scythians. A little jump to. Klass is clearing that barb site in the south slowly. He upgraded the Dane to a 4 strength unit once. as well, although he might lose the slinger if he's not careful here.
Doesn't
He
look
cannot
like
clear this site.
Doesn't look like Ninja should be fine though. I mean, of course, yeah, Klass can't hire the barbarians. Something to
And
remember.
Ninja's going to be fine because the camp can't hit his slinger, but Klass's slinger in the south is in trouble here. This is unsafe.
Yeah, Ninja has handled that very well. That's one of the best parts of his game, is knowing how to clear.
Yeah, he's very. He just has the right amount of units. Looks like Klass also bought a random Scythian in the far north. Interesting. Probably just trying to buy some tribal units. But yeah, he's got some issues here in the south, and now Carthage cannot buy barbarian units, so he can't make this problem go away with money. We'll see what Klass does here.
He's just going to have to get lucky, right?
He doesn't have a crit chance, does he?
He does not.
I mean, like, what the... Well, he has a chance to retreat if he wants to.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but... Okay, he is moving back a little bit.
Moving back. Okay, so now...
So he could... Yeah, no, he can't die, actually.
He can't die, but in theory, the skirmisher... Although I think skirmisher will just throw at the Dane, right? Instead of moving and then throwing. I don't know the barbarian logic precisely.
Well, even if...
If it can attack a unit, it'll attack, right?
I believe so, but we've had some back and forth recently about trying to make it a little less predictable, but these are pure barbarian units, so
yeah,
I'm not sure.
And he does have a settler in 2 turns, so that should actually, he should be fine. Yeah, worst case, the barbarian in the camp attacks him, dealing 3 damage, and then the other barbarian moves over 1 tile and attacks, which I don't think it'll do, which will put him at 1 hit point.
Yeah, he's pulling Ninja's trick of playing it on the edge.
Yep. Yeah. No, I mean, efficiency matters. Meanwhile, Ninja did clear. Yeah, Ninja did clear the live, so he's just going to go after the camp now and should be able to get the camp next turn. Also, did not bother healing up. He's just going for it.
Yep, no, Ninja's got no problems with that.
With just enough. It looks like it'll just be enough for next turn. He also just finished researching free worker and has labor force and sovereignty as an option.
Yeah, because of his hill promotion, he'll be able to get 7 and 7. Yep.
Yep. He's going for sovereignty from Ninja and sovereignty and also on Klass. So both of them going for an early sovereignty. And Klass actually did retreat his unit and heal it this turn. Because what happened did happen. So it
did move and attack?
It did move and attack, yeah, because look, he just healed and he's at 6 hit points, which means he must have been at 1.
Yeah.
So that is possible. I didn't realize that was possible.
Yeah.
So,
well, we've worked on that recently. I guess he can still clear the camp next turn.
Yeah, next turn he should be able to clear the camp and then settle on top of it with his settlers. So
yeah. Fortunately, that Marauder is attacking across the river. Whatever happens, I suspect. So yeah, he can take less damage from that. So he should be fine.
Definitely a little touch and go there.
Yeah, if you know you got the settler coming, you can definitely play things a little riskier.
Yep.
Yeah,
he's building lots of settlers. 3 settlers under construction.
Yeah, well, he's got Sorrow down now, or at least he will next turn. He's finished his acolytes. So it's back to full expansion mode.
Yeah, he's going to use the Scythians he hired to clear the barbarian camp in the north. That might take some time. They do not hit very hard.
I wonder if he'll bring them all the way back to the state seat to upgrade them first.
That sounds painful if you're going to run them past the barbarians.
I don't know.
Think of how long it's going to take to get those slingers up to the north.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's great that Carthage can hire, and
yeah,
just off the top of my head, like I'm not sure he's going to be able to clear that camp with these 2 crappy units.
Yeah, they only do 2 damage to the camp. So...
Yeah. And they're going to get.
I guess
he's building 3 settlers too, and only has 2 cleared sites, or 1 cleared site and 1 almost cleared site.
If they stay in the trees, at least they won't take very much damage. They're all ranged units, those barbarians. They should be able to just hang out in the forest and just very slowly clear it, I guess.
Yeah, the issue to me is like those slingers. I mean, it's like 4 or 5 turns to get up there. I mean, if that's even part of his plan.
Klass's eco is definitely a lot stronger than Ninja's. I think Scientific points out 13 improvements to 5. Because he's just doing whatever improvement he can. Yep. He's got all these farms up, he's getting some quarries up, he's got these flatland mines on arid, which I would never do in a million years, but hey, it works. So,
does he have more workers? Is that
he does have more workers, yeah, because Artisan started with that early worker as well.
Yeah.
So he has 4 worker units to Ninja's 3, And obviously, Ninja just got that third one from the free worker card, and he just built one in Sardis. So Ninja's basically been on one worker, and Klass has been on at least 3, because I think he started with a worker build in his rider seat.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Even though Klass diverted to get Zoroastrianism before going back into settlers, he's still managing to outproduce. And I guess that's part of that, of course, is the affable leader helping with that growth bonus. Part of it is the just being Carthage and having those extra units on hand to help clearing.
Yeah, I think also a big part of it is just he really invested in farms early. I think with that Artisans at the start, his first build was a farm. And he has plus 54 food, which is so important early game for settlers. Ninja has minus 2 food.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
So he's got the money to float that for the moment, but yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, Ninja's finishing his first farms now. So
yeah, that's food is so important in the early game.
Getting the first camps up in the hunter seat.
Yes. Getting that first camp and starting a settler right away. Going for an apprentice acolyte. Presumably, he already knows Zoro is gone, so I guess, still good to have an apprentice acolyte. It's good science, good culture. He did clear the Scythian site. Klass is sending his scout across the water with exploring as well. Ninja does not yet have any laws. Klass is centralization and exploration already.
Have a look at what's been revealed of the map. Yeah, so Klass has basically full vision of the map now. At least very strong vision. And if we look at Ninja. Oh no, Ninja has even better vision actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
not a huge fan of the fact that Klass skipped ironworking, because it just feels like he's really going to be behind in getting to navigation and colonies.
He is getting civics boost now and has tyranny and constitution available, so thanks to sovereignty. And Ninja's 5 turns off sovereignty. Klass has a pretty big science lead, 39 to 29 now.
Yeah, I
most
guess
of that is coming from centralization.
Both players have hydraulics marked, so presumably they're rushing to mills to get their science rate up. I can't really see a ballista rush working unless you're also going to have a navy, which obviously neither player is particularly prioritising at the moment.
Yeah, Klass does have ambition to clear 3 tribal sites. He did clear the southern one here with these barbarians, so should be able to clean that up. It's going to be a little rough, but no real risk there. But yeah, Soren, I agree. It looks like he's actually pulling the Scythians all the way back to Utica, and I guess he's going to upgrade them. Because I don't think they would have been enough to kill by themselves.
Yeah, that's a lot of. I guess it's a lot of orders, but I guess there's little gaps sometimes where you do have the orders to do that.
Yeah, one big difference here is legitimacy. Klass is at 36 legitimacy, Ninja's at 67, and the main reason is Ninja's only bought schemer orders once, where Klass has bought it 17 times, spending 34 legitimacy on schemer orders.
Wow. 21.
That is wild.
Yeah, that's personally over my limit. My limit is 15 times because I feel after 30 legitimacy it starts getting really thorny really fast, but it does give you an explosive start.
Just have a quick.
I wonder where that's really. I wonder if that's really paid off, because at the moment they're still. I mean, he's a little ahead, but.
I mean, every advantage snowballs. So yeah,
sure.
17 versus 2 is a pretty big difference there.
Persia has a slight order lead, 18 to 15, which is not too surprising for Persia.
Yeah, I mean, there's a three difference just from legitimacy itself. 3 order difference from legitimacy. All right, we are back over to turn-based, no longer simultaneous, or tight, I guess. Double worker build here from Persia. Settler. He's moving that. Where is he moving the settler to? The southern settler.
Persia?
There's a seat site he's cleared right
to the site that you cleared, that he left alone.
Oh, I didn't see the site. Sorry, it was faded in on the arid tile. Okay, yes, he's moving to the site, the obvious place.
Yeah, he is starting another settler in Sardis, which he has nowhere to send it to. I guess.
Yeah, it looks like he's pulling his slinger up north, and he's going to clear the barbarian site and clear along the north, because there's nothing more to clear along the south until you get to the Scythians in the middle. So maybe we'll see Soren's prediction of the peninsula being taken from the north.
Yeah, it's a rough path though with those mountains. It's a long way to go.
Yeah, I mean, the whole map is pretty rough. Just really, 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 really hilly terrain. It'd be interesting had someone gone Hati here.
Yeah, I think even
Oh man, yeah, this map would be very interesting for Hadi. I agree.
sure. But yeah, I think Soren is right that navigation is going to be important here. Even if you don't want ships, you want colonies, surely, to buy up some tiles and connect all of this stuff.
Yeah,
looks like Klass is on in the hydraulics above all else theory, which okay, we will see how that plays out. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean it is such a huge science boost; it speeds everything else up. So.
Klass has the choice of tyranny or constitution for his third law. I think he's had the choice for a turn now. Doesn't look like he's picked over them so far.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to try to get pyramids. He's got 384 stone and presumably maybe wants pyramids. I mean, Carthage taking pyramids is really awkward for everyone else because they have the best civics from settling, and we'll see what happens here. Starting some more mines.
Yeah,
spamming out those improvements.
Heavily working on his economy, yeah.
Yep. We are up to 16 to 6 in the improvement count. That's also where some of those orders have been going, making sure all those workers are busy every turn.
Yep, I mean, I think that's the thing where I assume a lot of those purchases were just like, oh, I have to do this because otherwise my workers are not working.
Yep.
And yeah, you got 5 workers to 3. You foolish not to take advantage of that. It's gonna make a difference. Mysterious sword option.
Almost exciting.
You got that? Persia got that? Oh, that's
Persia got the event, yeah.
That's gonna be something.
Either it would be really good or really bad, or it won't do anything. They're the options.
We do an early granary coming down in Parsa. Boost those 2 farms. Not sure I love the granary this early because it's not boosting any growth resources, and it's just 6 extra food, which is just another farm. And unfortunately, granary does have, I guess it gives you growth.
Yeah, it's 2 growth by itself, so it's definitely not bad.
It is 2 growth.
He's up to an 8.
But the wood upkeep is kind of rough. So
yeah, he can kind of afford it at the moment. I think that's probably not too bad.
And yeah, Schemer Persia tends to actually have order glut, as Scientific and Purple Bull Moose are talking about. I do kind of want to, personally, I haven't had time playing with this, but I think Builder Persia might actually be really interesting. Although you're going to need to figure out how to solve science.
Yeah. When you see a granary like that, you just kind of hope you hope you get more than 3 farms out of it. But
yeah,
on this map, I guess you get
what you take.
What it gives you. Yeah, that's gonna be the lesson from this game. People are gonna have to do some non-optimal placement stuff that they're not used to.
Yeah, although it'll definitely hurt putting a farm and not a quarry on that tile. So.
Yeah. I mean, there's gonna be there's gonna be some very good quarry placement on the northern city though, up in Sardis.
That's true. That's true.
Get those pastures up, get some farms on the river.
All right, Klass is finally getting ironworking here to get civics boost. So he also enacted tyranny. So his economy is really humming along here nicely. Oh, he's decided to change his mind.
It's got a free.
No, he discovered ironworking. That's not a changed mind. He got some science from
exploration.
Exploring.
Yeah, 80 science. Okay. Not
so
too bad.
Early mill drill, up to 40 science a turn now.
He went tyranny.
31.
Yeah.
He went tyranny. Yes.
Interesting choice. I guess it's only 2.4 science for constitution. I think I would just be tempted to grab all the science I can though at this point.
Yeah, I mean, early tyranny into constitution, and when you need the decree, it's definitely very reasonable.
I guess it's a bit more money as well, which he needs for upgrading his tribes.
Yes, speaking of upgrading, he just did upgrade both those Scythians. He does not have training to go further, and I don't think even 2 4-strength ones are going to be enough.
We're going to get $30 a turn from tyranny, which is not bad.
Not much. Yeah. Curious to see whether he will bring his slinger up north to help clear that northern site. So what is Klass on? Klass is on 4 cities. Ninja's at 5. So Ninja's actually out-expanded Carthage again.
That's impressive.
Yeah. He's got 5 cities down, and I think he's pulling his slingers north to go towards that barbarian camp, and probably will get the 6th city down before Klass clears that barbarian camp, because his slingers are further along.
Remember, Klass does have a free city site on the coast as well.
Yes.
So he can.
So he will catch up there, but he's 5 years away for that settler.
Down, yeah.
Or because I presume the northern one is going to go for that northern site because it's there.
Yeah, the settler in Utica is definitely going to be ready quicker than it's going to have a use for it.
issue for Ninja is that getting the military into place for his next city site is going to be an endeavor.
Yeah, well, he is
Wherever
pulling those slingers up. So that slinger with the hero just moved up north, and I presume the other slinger with the tactician is going to come north as well. So yeah, he's going for it. He does have the order economy to support it, thanks to Persia being Persia. All those pastures are definitely adding up.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Persia can use that 4-turn settler quickly enough, but maybe they can. Maybe they can just get people up there and rush with all these orders. Assume force marches double.
Klass has 10 orders a turn with 5 improvements under construction. Persia has 20 orders a turn with 2 improvements under construction. So that's, I guess, 22 versus 15. So pretty big difference.
Still no wonders snagged as yet. I guess with
no wonder I'm expecting Klass to get pyramids here in a second once he gets enough stone.
I don't know. He's already got 3 laws down. Does he even need? I mean, he certainly.
I mean, just in terms of denial, right? Like,
yeah, perhaps.
Pyramids is the strongest wonder on the board, I would argue. Although Jerwan is also a possibility with all those farms. Does he have a good Jerwan spot? I don't really see one. Yeah.
Yeah, not amazing.
I mean, nope. Ninja is not in any position to take any wonders. Looking at the state of his economy here.
No.
But he doesn't need an economy if he just kills him, right? So that's the beauty of Ninja's play. Like, he just builds enough to do what he needs to do. Zig is also on the board, as Aaron points out.
And Klaus is building more quarries. I mean, right now, I'd say I wouldn't necessarily go for a wonder just because he's gonna need stone for other stuff. But if he keeps pumping out quarries,
Yeah, well, we will see here. He's getting a festival in Parsa, a 5-year festival. That's a choice.
No, he changed his mind. So that's a bad idea. No, he changed it back again.
Okay, festival. All right.
I'm not sure I like the 66
the logic
festival.
I guess
presumably he wants another citizen.
A specialist, yeah.
I mean,
for another acolyte.
Oh, I guess he's building plenty. He is building plenty of workers. I was about to say, he needs more workers, but he's already covered that. So what would you build there instead of the festival?
I would just counsel until I get the citizen personally, because that's better citizen. It's better income. I don't mind counseling on developing and above.
How far away is he? 4 turns?
Yeah, so I just counsel.
So you maybe cut 2 turns off of it.
Yeah, you could maybe even argue making a start on a new Sentinel Slinger, even if you don't finish it and you swap halfway through.
Yeah, that's also a possibility. Yeah, I like your idea even better.
Another military unit.
Klass is definitely keeping an eye on what's going on there for expansion. He's got his scout there.
He has moved on the barbarian site, so it looks like he'll be able to clear that in another couple of turns.
I don't think it's going to be in time. Another unit's going to spawn.
No, it's 3 turn spawn. He can do 7 damage turn.
Okay, he can do it. You're right.
He's just going to focus on the site, but that's worth it.
Yeah,
the settler's right there.
He's smartly also in the forest. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just going to barely make it, but it should be. He should be.
He's smartly in the forest as well. Yeah. So it looks like he will be able to clear that site. Ninja, probably before Ninja, will be able to clear the site. It looks like he's not moving his units from the south. Klass is not moving his southern units north. He's going to
I think that makes a lot of sense.
I guess.
Yeah, heal up.
Go take that middle site.
Go hire some more Scythians, and
he can easily take the middle site by hiring the Scythians and then just clearing that site, and that's going to be a huge denial, right? Getting that central.
Yeah, this is a big moment here of how he uses his mercenaries, because right now, they've taken the obvious site, right? So it's great that Ninja has kept up expansion wise, but where is Ninja going to get the site next, right? It's going to be a slog. So yeah, he's a huge advantage for Klass right now if he could really get some momentum going.
Yeah, I mean Ninja has to keep going along the top, right? That's really his only option, whereas Klass can expand on both the top and the bottom.
Is he aware? Has he explored everything at this point?
He's explored a bunch, but his scout does not quite have vision that Klass is clearing that site, unfortunately. Yeah. People do point out correctly that in theory, Ninja could put his scout on the free city site to block it. It looks like he's just harvesting right now.
Well, wait, it's not visible, right? So you would just get bounced if he moved.
It becomes visible. It becomes visible when you stand on the city site.
Yeah, right. That's right. That's what we did.
Yeah, that would actually.
Fluffy
be
may
quite annoying.
have played alternating schemer scouts on one city side of mine in one game.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think it's more annoying than it is effective in some cases, but it is definitely annoying.
Yeah.
And it would force Ninja to move units back up to declare it. So it would
Ninja
definitely
did
slow
start
it
a
down.
slinger instead of the festival, by the way. Aaron points out
Okay.
he did go for
It
slinger.
would be actually the blocking that city side would be effective if he was like more like Ninja, where his army is in one place, but he's got army in the south, army in the north. But it would be pretty effective if his entire army was in the north.
No, I mean he can block the Marble Pearl site relatively easily.
Yeah.
No, I know he can block it, but the
Yeah.
point is that Klaus can actually do something about that.
Well,
because, yeah,
Klass's troops are
he
pretty
can
far south, so
block it. Yeah, I mean it's not great. You can make an argument that it's a good move.
He'd definitely have to. He'd definitely at least have to waste orders moving them all up there. And then, yeah.
Klass has bought orders 18 times. We got sovereignty from Ninja, and he's going for civics boost as well. We'll see whether he gets centralization or tyranny constitution. He gets centralization for more science. So Ninja's now at 40 science. Klass is at 42. So that early centralization was pretty much the big gap. Though Carthage is 5 years away from strong as well, which will make centralization even stronger. Ninja's going in on that northern site with a barbarian site, the horse site, and looks like he's killed a skirmisher. Yeah, really promoted
he's got
units.
some great slingers right now.
Yeah, that is a terrifying slinger.
That tactician doing 14 damage to the marauder.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so he should be able to easily clear that site before another unit spawns.
Tough, Ranger, Highland Leader, and Steadfast.
Yeah.
So he's gonna run out of units to use that against, I suppose. But for the moment, this is gonna be great.
And
he's swimming in a lot of extra orders because he's moving his scouts around and harvesting everything, which to me feels like he probably needs those workers to come online sooner than they are right now.
Ninja's leader
Mildred
does now
from Klass.
own the mysterious sword, so he's not actually using it at the moment because he's governing passer, but he could put that into play whenever he wants to.
Labor force over machinery, so he's not machinery at all costs. He's getting labor force here, presumably because he's going wide and wants to get that slavery up, or maybe freedom TPD here.
Or just on the way to navigation.
Yeah,
on the way to navigation.
Yeah,
he has cleared that northern city site, and presumably he's going to settle. Curious to see exactly where he puts the settler, I guess.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed he's going, even though I think it's the right move. I'm a little disappointed he's going for labor first force. I'd like to see like the more extreme, just steamroll into hydraulics, and I'm going to do this without a navy, without colonies, and see the two.
We've got
the two contrast.
He's also started ziggurat. Thanks, Scientific, are pointing out in chat. Carthage has started ziggurat, and it's an 8-year ziggurat thanks to the artisan.
Of course, so that's going to give him more civics as well, plus making all his improvements costs cheaper. Even cheaper once he gets his
perma-frugal.
Yeah, and of course he has got frugal air as well, so when he comes online, that's going to be a massive reduction.
Really nice. Yeah, it looks like his economy is in just better shape.
I love it when people double down on the advantage that they already have, right? Like his economy is doing good, and now we'll have even cheaper improvements. So it'll, and he's Carthage, so he has civics, and he'll have more civics. Yeah, I like it over pyramids for sure.
Dear Lord, the Marauder almost killed itself on the tactician.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, that would have been.
Well, I mean, they can't kill themselves, right? So.
Oh yeah, right.
So, but yeah, it made it so the other unit could do. The tacticians are so strong, so he should be able to easily.
He doesn't
clear.
He doesn't quite have the clear.
Turn? No. Yeah, he won't be able. There'll be another unit pop out.
Right? If he gets a crit.
If he gets a crit.
Yes, he's got 12% chance. Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah, he can only do 11 damage, and he has 7. Yeah, he needs. Yeah.
Or he could get a general event as well, of course.
You could get a general event. He also says settler coming on next turn. Ninja's very good at his timing on settlers for sites, so that's going to line up as well. So should be fine.
Ninja cuts everything very close, and this will be fine. I mean, he's going to be fine no matter what. But these slingers are great.
Well, Ninja's sorted his food problem now. Certainly, he's got a couple of hunter camps online, plus his granny with the 2 farms. So yeah, 70 food a turn coming in there.
Not much of an economy for the rest, though.
Absolutely nothing else. No. We're working on mines.
Has a much more balanced economy here. Good food and good iron and good stone.
Yeah.
And of course has that wonder, which is going to help make that even better.
Yeah. Very nice there.
So who do you like right now?
I'm favoring Klass
27
right now.
turns
I
in.
think he's. I mean, you know me. I'm an eco player, so like this is a much stronger start. Assuming Ninja doesn't bother him, he should have a smooth sail. Of course, Ninja will bother him. That's Ninja. So we'll see whether whether Persia can poke the Carthage paper tiger. Right, Carthage can be deceptive because all those tribes are not actually very strong.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's
I like
definitely either player's game at the moment. But yeah, it seems reasonable to say Klass has a bit of an advantage at this point.
Yeah, I like the early econ for sure, and I think we're just going to assume that that's what a lot of those legitimacy spend were used for. Which, okay, all right. I mean,
He also does have intelligent and swift on his leader as well, and he's rallying troops, presumably to continue upgrading his tribals. So he can buy the centrals. Yeah.
His families are much happier than ninjas are anyway. Even
Zoro helps. Yep. Yeah, Zoro helps. Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing is
they're pagan.
Yeah, only one of Persia's family.
Oh, the matriarch's in love with him. I missed that.
That'll do it.
So
I mean, I think if Klass can take the 2 central sites, just buying the Scythians and settling on top, then letting go to 9 cities faster and kind of explode out, that will be. And I mean, we'll see here. It's definitely going to be an interesting match. So.
Yeah.
So no crit for Ninja, unfortunately.
No crit, unfortunately.
Be really unfortunate if a new full strength barbarian spawns in the.
It is not, right? It is not a camp upgrade, right?
Right. The camp is 14 years away. So.
Yeah, I really wish it would show both those because it's very confusing when the number is only 1.
Yeah.
I always have to paranoia check which one is it. So. Because the camp upgrade replaces the unit you're attacking, which is really annoying.
Yeah, we should probably show that as we show the other upgrades for like hamlets and whatnot.
Something like that, yeah. I think it just make it a little easier because I've definitely talked to new players and they're like, "Why did this happen?" And it's like, "Oh, you need to hover with this tooltip, and it'll tell you." And they're like, "Oh." Yeah, if it showed like a hamlet upgrade, that'd be really nice.
Make a note.
Giving suggestions from playing this game way too much. All right, so Ninja should get that. Looks like he's got an event. He's also got the option. It's the harvest event, and he went for. Yeah, he's just getting some courage and discipline on his leader. So. Yep. And there's the unit that popped out. It's just going to be a marauder, so it'll get exploded. Presumably, yeah. Yeah, pretty big order difference right now. That's the only advantage that I would point out for Ninja. If we look at the order graph, he's got, despite Klass buying so many orders, Ninja has way better order income. Klass has made up for it by buying a bunch, and I think the graph does show the buys, at least in the totals, but doesn't show it in the graph.
I mean, this is a good Persia map, right? And
yeah, absolutely.
I guess I missed this part. Maybe some people have forgotten it. So, who chose the map? Who chose the nation?
Klass chose the nation first and picked Carthage, and Ninja picked the map.
Ooh, interesting.
And
so
Klass
could have taken Persia.
He could have, yes.
Yeah. Well,
he forced Carthage.
We'll see. Forcing Carthage.
I did.
Where
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. So clearly, I had four pearls on that map. So Klass has founded 6th City Nora, artisans on the coast. Really wish that feels like a trader spot, but he can't do traders, so because he did artisan cap. So. Yes. Yep. Persia just did get a civics boost discovered and going straight for stone cutting. I didn't have stone cutting yet. That explains why he has no stone. That
explains the lack of quarries. Yeah. Boy.
Ooh, yeah. That feels rough taking stone cutting this late. So.
Yep. Nice to see him put down the pin for Jerwan Aqueduct without stone cutting.
Oh, has he? Oh yeah, he's putting Jerwan in that spot. Yep, that makes sense. It's a decent spot. He did get he's built a chariot. I presume that's a free chariot? Or where'd that chariot come? Mercenary chariot, right? Yeah, that's a mercenary chariot. No, it's a mercenary
Oh.
chariot. It's a mercenary
That's
chariot,
nice. That is nice.
right? Because it's a square tile.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just checking folks on stream can't hear Fluffy, correct? Fluffy, if you want to say something. Just double checking folks in here, Fluffy. I presume so. That chariot is doing short work and the nice little route. Looks like he's going to be clear stuff.
Oh, you know what?
And boom.
They couldn't hear me because I muted myself. Apologies.
Oh, that'll do it.
Okay. We're doing all sorts of
All
things today.
Yeah.
Ninja's got a nice little force there. Like, if he keeps pushing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he'll certainly clear that northern Scythian site.
Yeah. He's starting
before
another
Klass
settler.
does.
Another
And I don't
settler
know
with a
if he gets-
camp.
Yeah. I don't suppose there's any way he's going to be able to get to colonies fast enough to jump over to the other Scythian.
I mean, he can also just build a boat once he gets boats, which he doesn't have. So
Where is he? He's
yeah,
one
he's
tech
a ways
away.
away from boat. 2 techs away. Yeah.
Oh,
He
he
doesn't have
didn't do
labor
labor
force.
force? Did he skip over laser force?
He doesn't have labor force yet either.
It's
so,
in the draw. It's the one card in the draw pile. Rough.
Yeah, he'll get it next turn.
I wonder if he would have taken it this turn over stone cutting. That would have been kind of a tough.
I think at some point you kind of need stone cutting because.
Yeah.
All right, he did take Constitution here, so that's put him at 45 science to Klass's 46. So no
Extra.
tyranny for Persia.
Extra 1.3 science makes all the difference.
He
No
could take free chariot,
specialists
but he's not
on the
taking it.
day.
Although it is 100 science, so that's a pretty expensive free chariot, and he did just get a merc chariot. The Jerwan ping is on Parsa. It's right in the southeastern tile of Parsa.
He's probably thinking it'd be great to have that horse also.
Yeah. He's trying to fix his eco here. That is a mercenary chariot. The tech card chariot is still in his hand, but he's picking stone cutting over chariot.
Yeah, he's got a. I mean, I agree with that choice.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Where does the free chariot come off?
Where is Klass going here? He is moving his slinger out. I presume he's going to go clear that central Scythian site. And he does have...
Hey, that is. I mean, he's got to do it eventually. Is he going to? I guess he's planning to recruit some of those. I suppose.
I would hope so. He's saving up money, it looks like.
He's
So
got
if
plenty
he
of
recruits
money.
both, yeah, he should be able to clear the middle.
It's only about 400 for.
He's got a
400
settler
for
started.
1, 500 for one. Yeah.
He's got a
He'll be able
settler
to
started in
afford both.
Zama. Yeah, and he's got Swift on his troops, so he can move pretty far. So yeah, he's going in.
Oh, it's 2 turns for it to upgrade. I guess there's no way he won't have time to stop that. I would assume.
He can buy the 2 and then buy the new one that pops out. And then clear after the upgrade.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you just buy the. Well, he won't.
No,
need
that's
that
not an upgrade. That's 2
money.
years till next unit. That's not an
Right.
upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Which he does buy as well. Yeah.
You can just buy the new unit.
he'd
Yeah.
If he
prefer
wants that one to
spawn.
pop out, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah.
can sell some food at this point.
I mean, he
that's-
can wait.
that's
He's
pretty
not
much-
in any rush. The settler's
Yeah,
5
that's
years
true.
away.
Where's his
so-
settler? Yeah. Seller's,
Zama,
yeah,
so-
functionally eight turns away. So
Well, he's got Swift, so things are
Okay.
are nice. So
Yeah.
his unit, his leader is ill, so that we'll see. Keep an eye on that. And intelligent, so there could be a pretty big science drop here.
Yeah, we're seeing, what, 15, nearly 16 times off the leader alone?
Yeah, 51 science on turn 29, and he has cleared the Barbs by Gadir, so we'll see whether he goes after the next Scythian site here. Of course, once he declares war on the Scythians, it's going to be a lot more expensive to buy them, so we probably want to buy what he can before war. I wouldn't be surprised if he moves the unit east in the north to pick up another Scythian or 2.
Yeah, might as well camp by the sites and fire all you can until you're ready to settle them, then blitz them down in a turn or 2.
He is starting another settler in Utica, presumably for that northern site as well. So, yeah, we will see here. Klass is stronger and learned.
We do have another settler coming out of Sardis for Ninja, so he's looking towards his next site.
It's only about 150 science difference, but that's something.
So it looks to me here, Klaus is going to be able to pick up both of the sites of the peninsula. Like,
Potentially.
I mean, I would think because he's going to roll through the one pretty quickly, and the right move would just be to keep on rolling. You don't want any chance.
Yeah, I know.
Ninja takes it.
I mean, I think the challenge is Ninja's army is weaker, but
Ninja's
it's
gonna have an army
concentrated.
that's great, but
Yeah.
he needs boats, and he's too far. He's too
Yeah.
far away from it,
Yeah.
and this particular layout is really going to help Carthage a lot.
Yes, it is worth
so-
pointing that Carthage also just got their 4th law. They enacted slavery and have started they have not started their stronghold yet, but in theory could start a stronghold in Carthago, and in fact are strong next turn, which will make centralization even stronger.
Slavery is an interesting choice, right? I mean, he doesn't really need those resources. I guess he's
I
thinking.
mean, if you're ahead, get more ahead. I don't know. Personally,
Yeah,
I probably
yeah.
would have taken freedom until my worker builds were
yeah,
done.
like
But,
every city apart from one is building growth units. Feels like freedom,
Yeah.
at least for a little while, would have been better.
I personally really like freedom into slavery once you have your workers built. It does kind of feel backwards though.
I was going to say, it's supposed to go the other way, guys. That's what we tried to design it, but I guess, we don't always get there.
Yeah. Yeah, the historical move from freedom into slavery. I think that's how it's doing, right?
Got enough of this freedom.
Yeah. All right, so he's healing. Ninja's healing up in the north from Shiraz. Looks like he's going to go after that Scythian camp. He does have vision. He's got pretty good map vision. He knows Klass has finished Gadir. He does not yet have vision on the Scythian site in the south, but he does have eyes on that northern peninsula site.
He is still order star, but look at a couple of idle workers for Ninja. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't say order starved so much as prioritizing the military moves over the orders. I think that's the big difference between Ninja and Klass. Klass does not let workers set idle and is happy to buy orders 21 times to make sure that doesn't happen, which it's 21 now.
He's still
Ninja,
buying orders. That's crazy.
Ninja only bought orders once.
Yeah, I think.
And we've got a really nice, strong cultural event in Carthage. Sorry.
I would say I think Ninja should be careful about this. Like, he's already behind, and like he really should not be letting his workers not do something. I mean, he's going to get that Scythian camp no matter what, and I don't know if the momentum is going to make much of a difference. Ooh, there's a raid up north. Which way is it going?
We are on turn 30, so we do get raids. So the raid looks like it's going towards Ninja. So that's going to be I don't know. I mean, if they go up the water, that'll actually be really good for Klass because it'll.
We're just talking about how he should be able to steamroll that site, and now it'll be. He's going on his way to check it out. So
he was going to check it out, but now he sees there's a raid, so he can't buy them, unfortunately. So.
I wonder if they'll aggro the Klass unit.
They may.
Yeah, he might be careful there. He's good. Might be a good time to buy the last one in the south. Go ahead and declare war.
Yeah, I think he wants to buy one in the north as well if he can. But he's kind of order starved right now because he has 5 improvements under construction, actually 6 improvements under construction. So.
Yeah. Well, there's gonna be next turn. There'll be 2 Scythians on the southern side. I mean, I know he's got a great economy, but that's probably
the limit what he can buy.
Yeah, right now. So, yeah, send that guy south. Don't risk any aggro. That would be those units can hit his unit if they want to.
He did get the scientific method in Carthage, so he's got a plus 10% science in his capital, which helps a little bit as well.
Nice, up to 58 science a turn. That's a nice boost.
Yes, because he does have intelligent on his leader, so intelligent is also helping with strong, right, and centralization. So.
And he has managed to get rid of ill off his leader, so he's no longer in imminent risk of dying.
Yep, although we are now past turn 30, so we could see natural leader deaths.
He's building a barracks over a stronghold. It's interesting. I guess he doesn't even have
he does have elephants, but he hasn't upgraded that camp. But he could, like, that it feels like getting your UU out if you can. Could be good, but I mean, his production also in that city is not great, so I don't know how I feel about artisan caps. Theoretically, they're really good, but
is there some reason he's been waiting on that camp?
I don't know. I think he might have just not noticed it. It is a half order that he could desperately use.
I mean,
Carthage starts with trapping, so
pretty good thing to build. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see here.
Crazy.
Building a barracks over either the camp or the stronghold, both of which would give them orders.
Yes,
could have built that camp a long time ago.
Back to Ninja, he did get stone cutting, and he is going for labor force. So he should be able to get to navigation in like 10 turns or so, unfortunately. So
yeah, that site will be gone by then.
Be
interesting to see how he deals with that northern site, because if he builds a net really quickly and goes right for a specialist, he'll be able to chain himself.
He could buy
across without needing boats or colonies, which I would definitely want to do.
We will see here. It's definitely going to be really interesting. He is getting more workers out. He is behind now, he's equal 6 cities to 6. But Klass is showing stronger and learned, although it's not that much of a difference science-wise. No, actually, it is a big difference. 300 science almost.
It's pretty easy to see what will play out with the remaining sites at this point, unless Ninja somehow makes a really strong push in the north.
I just don't see how he's going to be able to.
I mean, he is building another warrior in straws, so maybe it's on his mind.
He could just go continue west and take the northern side. The
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing that's a bit of a wild card right now is if he can leapfrog the site and just go get the other one.
Yeah. Awkward. Another unit spawn next turn. So unfortunately, it's not a camp upgrade.
Yep. These
We
units
don't
are
have
all.
hunters.
Yeah, these units are all being a little bit too damaged. Does he have a settler that he's gonna be able to plop down really quickly?
He's got one in 2 years from Sardis.
Yeah,
Two-
it's going to
2
take a
years,
little while
okay.
to get there. 4 years or
He's
so.
got pretty good tempo on his settlers, honestly. So
Yeah, he'll be able to use just a little bit of water control. Fortunately, only has he could do a force march if he wants to. The orders, but
I was going to say that scout's putting himself in range of their raiders, but of course he's got a schema leader, so he's invisible, so he doesn't need to worry
still
about that.
visible, yeah.
yeah,
Well, he's been doing quite a bit of harvesting.
he's got a lot of extra orders.
Yep.
So that's why he hasn't bought orders. Oh, he did buy orders once more. Now he's up to 2 buys. Yeah, as Persia, you just swim in orders, especially with this many pastures to start.
Yeah, that tells me he didn't build enough workers. That's what it tells me.
Yeah,
But,
absolutely. Yeah.
He's trying to make it up for now. It looks like all these cities built a worker and
You're building another one, yeah.
and then build another one. So
Navigation
he may fix
discovered.
this quickly.
Carthage has discovered navigation.
Carthage has
Presumably he's going to go for machinery here, and we should probably see a Byreme start with a
Can't-
deer here.
Get that
Yeah, he can't rush
efficiently
them
in the
both
end.
anywhere. What's that?
He managed to get to
Was that
navigation pretty efficiently in the end. Yeah. Took a little
Yes.
time to start it,
Yeah.
but turn 31 is not exactly late for that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That will help his order economy immensely, assuming he takes serfdom. Ninja says strong city, oh no.
City.
Yeah, well, artisan capitals do that.
That's Carthage, yeah. Well, get ready for the elephants. He knows there's elephants in that city.
Yeah, I mean, 7 laws. Klass is like Acropolis one that will decide today's game. Yes, the vaunted Acropolis. Yeah, please spend 8 turns in every city building forums so you can get a half.
So those raiders headed south. So
Yes, one of them
is not
did
so
hit.
great for Klass.
One of them did hit Klass's unit. So
So you better retreat. Retreat that guy.
where
Buy the
Klass
other
is out of
Scythians, I
orders. I presume he's
Oh.
going to buy serfdom. Take serfdom with his
He
law.
did.
He did take serfdom, which will help a little
He
bit.
should really move that unit because he wants those raiders going the other direction.
He bought orders a 23rd time.
Oh man! Wow!
He's now buying the southern Scythians.
Wow! That's crazy.
I mean, I know
almost-
Klass really needs orders, but it feels like a colonies exploration play bang up the coast would
This
be
is
really nice.
this is like, again, my personal rule is I can buy orders with the schemer 15 times, minus 30 legitimacy. I think in my game against Blage, I bought them 45 times, so I had minus 90 in legitimacy, and that created some massive mid-game problems.
Yep.
Because legitimacy is not just orders; it is also family opinion.
Yeah.
He's
once-
fine family opinion-wise here, but succession is going to be really rough.
Yeah. That matriarch who's in love with him is doing a lot of work for him.
Yeah,
Why didn't he? He needs to move that unit farther. They're still going to aggro on him, I think.
he also declared war on the Scythians. So,
Oh. Well,
or no, that's sorry,
okay.
Ninja. It's swapped over to Ninja. It's not Klass. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
not yet. Presume next turn he will declare war.
But yeah, he got training in the bank. He could have bought orders if he wanted to, just to get another tile further away.
I wonder
Yeah,
if we will
that's so
see.
weird. I assume the reason he bought the orders was so he could move that unit, but okay.
I don't know. So my sense right now is Ninja. Doesn't look like he's going for Judaism, right? If he wanted it, he could have easily gotten it. He's got a bunch of pastures up. I think he's just going to go kill him.
Yeah. So do you think Ninja could rush that other Scythian site now?
The far west,
Compared to
the
what-
northwestern one, the one that
Yeah.
Klass just bought an elite nomad marauder out of.
Yes.
That
Compared to what
seems
Klaus
like a
has.
hard sell, especially with the
Maybe. I mean,
extra.
I think he has.
It feels like it's something he really needs to at least try.
He does have vision here, so we will see. He does see the unit upgrade into Amazon cavalry from Klass. I don't know. I presume he's going to settle with the settler first, and then decide next
He'll
turn or
up
so.
Yeah. It's one of the
He-
few.
he- is-
There's just a lot of other indicators that are all pointing Klaus's way, and certainly Ninja, as we know, Ninja is not a conservative player. So it'll be interesting to see if he goes for that, because it seems like that's his only real angle of attack now. I mean, obviously, absolutely nothing's going to happen to the south.
All right, he just moved his scout south here, so Ninja is now seeing the raid and also seeing the Scythian unit hanging out.
Yep.
So presumably that will tell him that he can move further south and see whether Klass is taking that central site. So presumably he will be aware or soon be aware of.
Yeah, I mean, he is so out of position to take that site. It's just
there's nothing he can do. He doesn't have boats, but we'll see. It's definitely going to be some interesting next 10 turns here.
Yeah, I guess we've got a warrior in 3 turns from Shiraz. We've got a slinger down in the capital who can move up. So if he gets 5 units up together, then maybe he can contest that Scythian site. I'm not sure it's going to be easy, but if he can, he'd need a settler.
Klass is upgrading. Klass is probably going to have 6 strength tribals, which is something.
That's the problem.
And this is the challenge of Carthage. You can't really attack into them early because they just have 6 strength units.
Would Klaus expect this? Does he have the vision on these this army? Not really.
Klaus does not have vision. If we toggle over to Klaus, we see he does not know Ninja has cleared that site.
He does have plenty of training stockpiled, so
all right, we'll see what he does this turn.
Yeah.
And as Aaron points out, the improvement count continues to be massively in favor in Klass, 31 to 16, and we see that in the economy. 3 resources are in the red for Ninja, and everything is plus 50 or more, except for wood, for Klass.
Yeah, and that raidier's kept just aggro down south again. It's not huge, but this is definitely a misplay on Klass's part.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see if he attacks the Scythians here. What he's going to do. He did get serfdom last turn, so he's got those extra 5 orders. Where is the settler? 1 year on Zalma from a settler. 2 years on Utica for a settler. So I don't think Ninja's going to be able to take that northwestern site. And I guess the peninsula site will also likely go to Klass as well, although he doesn't have a settler ready for it yet. He also got a Zora disciple going underway. Definitely, if this game goes long, Klass is in a much better situation.
We have a ping reminder this turn for Klass to build a ship. Presumably that's for Gidir. Could build a 9-turn
him to start one. I'd expect him to build one there. Boat.
I mean, if these were 2 lakes instead of 1 ocean, like the situation would just be completely different.
Yep.
But this plays very well into Carthage's strengths.
He has declared on the Scythians 1 HP away from killing it this turn. That's unfortunate. Not that it matters too much.
Yep, fortunately, it does not upgrade the camp, which would have been really frustrating.
I mean, good for Klaus for he's actually gonna be clearing that northwestern camp very, very soon. So
yeah, he's already started clearing it.
Yeah, I could easily have seen him ignore that for a little bit.
Dilly dally,
He's got a lot going on, but he's now it's pretty much over for Ninja up there. Does he have a settler? Settler.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting. I assume he's identified that it's more important for him to settle that site now as opposed to the peninsula.
Yes, and he is getting machinery, which means it's going to be really hard to attack him once he gets onagers up. And this, he can basically put some onagers in the mountains, control the sea, put some onagers all around that peninsula, and basically say, "You shall not pass," right, and have a private lake on the west.
Yep.
Then basically own 9 to 7, right, and have a superior economy.
If you split the cities evenly and you own the peninsula, the need for navigation is much lower for sure. He'll get there when he gets there.
The only risk here is he is continuing to tank his legitimacy pretty hard. He's down to 24. He's bought orders 24 times. He bought again, so it's minus 48. So he is going to have a hell of a time with succession.
In for a penny, in for a pound. Does he have some plan? Oh, his paganism just swapped. Wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong. Sorry, excuse me. No, she's 56 though. She's getting up there. And he's
points victory is an option. 46. It's a pretty small map. He has the superior eco, so he could start just going wonders. And with onagers up in the middle, holding the middle, basically, Ninja will have a hard time breaking in. Yeah,
I mean, this is a very hard map to do an offensive. Outside of some sort of naval shenanigans.
Yep.
I mean, if Ninja's not taking that site, Ninja at this point kind of has to go Navy because he needs to be able to hit that peninsula because he's got a good army.
Hopefully he can expand Sardis to get the coast and maybe try to get another coastal city because he doesn't have any production queues in the water at this point.
I would like to see him start a Byreme soon somewhere. Does he have anything that's going to be?
He doesn't have navigation yet, so.
Oh, I thought you said he had navigation. What is that?
Klass got navigation. Ninja does not.
Klass got navigation. Really? Okay. Sorry, I missed that entirely.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Ninja's also rushing a rancher out, so it looks like he
Okay.
wants to get Judaism, so maybe pivoting towards a longer game here.
Yeah, I misunderstood you. I'm impressed that Klaus pivoted like that.
Klaus has the superior science income. He's got a basically 300 science lead on Ninja at this point.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's impressive. I mean, to me, like, yeah, whatever. This is way too early to call a game. But like, if Klaus starts controlling the ocean early,
yeah, and locks and with honors.
I don't. It's really kind of hard to see a path for Ninja.
Yeah, I mean it'll be similar to Ninja in my game, except for Klaus will have 9 cities to 7, so as opposed to 9 to whatever it was, 22 or something.
So Ninja did just adopt slavery this turn, so he has positive stone income for the first time this game on turn 32. Exciting to see.
I mean, what are Ninja's what? I don't put this, but what's going well for Ninja right now? That's what I'm trying to look for.
Order economy, I think, is something.
You got the order economy.
Decent.
Legitimacy.
He's a little bit behind in science. Legitimacy is definitely there.
Right. So that's the odd thing. He's got the order economy, but he's not been turning that into an actual economy, right?
Yeah. He's got a stronger army, I would say, in terms of like actual military force, right?
Definitely has a stronger
highly
army.
promoted units. Although Klass definitely has more units, but they're split awkwardly. Once Klass brings his units together, though, which presumably he will do when he settles that northern city, it's going to be really hard for Ninja to break in. Because
this is why I really appreciate. I wonder. One of my first questions to Klaus is when he decided to go for navigation, because here's the situation. Like maybe potentially Ninja could get a force in the north. I mean, he's got those upgraded mercenaries, which is great. So maybe that force won't be enough, but let's just imagine it was. Once he gets the Byreme going and he can start moving his forces back and forth from the peninsula to the north, then there's just no way that Ninja's going to be able to push him there.
Yeah, unifying your forces is always tough.
Yeah, and that's the only the only theater for Ninja is going to be that 3 or 4 tile spur on the north. Period. That's the only place he's going to be able to push, because the south is just dead.
Yes, and Klass is going to beat him to machinery, which means we're going to have onagers out in maybe 10 or 12 turns on hills overlooking water on a choke point, and like Klass will be able to push into that volcano city. I don't think Ninja's going to be the site that he just cleared. I don't think he'll be able to defend it if Klass pushes it with onagers. Yeah,
so Klass is going to be able to harden himself up north, and
Klass will go on 10 cities.
I mean, this is Ninja. When Ninja wins, it's because he's able to push the tempo faster than your opponent, and that's the thing. I don't see that happening.
Well, he still might win, right? Because like Ninja usually strikes around turn 50-60 is sort of my sense, and like Klass, assuming his leader dies, could be in a really awkward spot around then.
Yes, the happiness could be an issue. So the question will be, I mean, the way I could see Klass fumble it away is if he switches to heavy
late game
long-term play at some point and just switches all the specialists and really lets the military slide. But as long as
I'm stronger, he's not. He's much weaker now. Ninja's much weaker because of all the tribal units.
Yeah.
And he's naive, so he's like, I can sit back, I can relax a little bit, right? I can build up my bigger advantage.
Yeah. But on the other hand, this is a game where, I mean, here's the thing. Klaus will have no excuse if he does not keep an eye on Ninja's forces, because this is not a map where you can hide.
He does not have vision. He does not have vision. So he's just got one scout in the south. He
needs to fix that. He needs to get that scout onto like one of those forest tiles just north of.
I mean, he's a schemer. He can just put the scout in the water and keep an eye, right? Like.
Yeah, well, I mean, right now, but the schemer's only be around for so long. But yeah, he needs to make sure he keeps an eye on Ninja. He can play a little greedy as long as he's aware that Ninja isn't starting to build up some force.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to judge your opponent when you're Carthage, right? I mean, that's
because your tribal units make you feel like you're stronger than you are, but they are unupgradable 6 strength eventually, and that's just like they don't get promotions, and like they can melt very quickly. Fortunately, Ninja does not have a champions family.
Yeah, it's worth bearing in mind Ninja does not have champions. The Ninja is showing as much weaker now to Klass. The military score is over double in Klass's favour. So I don't think Klass has to worry, even with the caveat that most of his forces are tribal. He's got a big old blob.
Yeah, and I'm impressed he took that northwestern city in that scenario where he looked and saw that Ninja was much weaker, because I think this was a very good play that he went for it right now.
Ninja's gonna have to deal with this raid. This one boat that came in, the other boat got distracted attacking Carthage, so he doesn't actually have any units nearby to deal with this raid.
He has no units there. I guess his capital, he built a slinger, but it's already up in the north. That's going to be kind of awkward.
He is getting Judaism next turn because he rushed ranchers twice, presumably with civics. Yeah, with civics. That's awkward. Yeah, so he will get Judaism in 2 turns from now, right? And he's getting some barracks up in his capital. Some really awkward placement here, but
yeah, will hopefully help with his family opinion getting Judaism up. His paganism does not like him very much.
Yeah, definitely looking a little tight here.
I noticed Klass was having problems with Zoroastrian. He's got some Zoroastrian descent. It looks like he has managed to fix their opinion with them now. But,
yeah, this feels decisively swaying towards Klass right now. Although Ninja's still in it, right? 50 science is like still there.
He's got a Klaus has a head of religion in love with him, and also as a head of one of the family that is Zoroastrian is also in love with him. So
yeah, once his leader dies, Klass could fall apart very quickly. Just because it's going to be
a big step down.
And I don't think Klass is in any. He has no window to kill Ninja now, right? Like it's just he's not ready to. So
that's the thing, right now his play is to park the bus, make sure he controls the navy, keep an eye on Ninja, and then just kind of roll to victory probably.
Yeah, 10th navy, and maybe even take out Chustar, right? If you take that 10th city, make that your 10th city. I don't think Ninja's gonna, especially if you push that with 2 or 3 onagers, I don't think Ninja will be able to hold it. And that's Ninja's entire army basically there, plus a slinger that's walking over.
Yeah, it'll be very vulnerable if Klaus has naval control.
And he can mass all his units together too. Settle that site, and suddenly you've got how many tribal units does he have?
Oof. Yeah.
Let's see. He has recruited 7. So 7 6-strength units. I mean, this could look similar to my attack on Blage with a bunch of tribals, but of course, that one fell apart. So we'll see here too. So.
Yeah. He took Stone Boost, and I wonder if that was just even to get to navigation.
Presumably he's trying to go for navigation, right? Spoke wheel, steel, and metaphysics all kind of are not great. So.
Yeah, because it really is time now. He must be aware that.
And boats can turn very quickly. So.
Yeah, I think it was interesting. Ninja did initially queue a settler in Chustar, but he cancelled that and switched it to a warrior, which makes sense.
Ziggurat complete, and looks like he went for the Wisdom Shrine, which is always nice for even more science.
Yeah. I mean, despite me boosting colonies early, he went for class 1 for serfdom.
I think he needed the orders pretty badly.
Obviously, he did the orders. And he doesn't actually have a huge amount of money right now. But I don't know. It feels like he's going to have to do colonies at some point. Because these city sites are just still very far apart.
Yeah, I mean, traderless Carthage is always, in my opinion, tough to play just because you don't have traders, and like all the traders smooth out your economy even still.
Yeah.
And that Nora site is amazing, right? And the Bairim, the Gadir site would have been a nice trader site as well.
Yeah.
And with pearls to the southwest of Utica. So.
Yeah, with the northern peninsula, I just can't imagine getting the northern peninsula site and then that northwestern site and not using colonies to connect them. I mean, just that's just begging.
Yeah, he did just settle the central site, so Klass now has a city. And well, they're still 7-7.
Interesting. Oh no, he had 2 settlers.
Yeah, the next one's gonna make it
already moving up on the.
And he's moving to clear the middle site. So.
Yeah. And of course, if he settles right on the edge there, he will grab the pearls and have a land connection directly to the northern coast.
And yeah, it is worth talking about the projects that are in Carthage. Carthage has a forum, a public mural, a cultural pageant, a scientific method, a ziggurat wisdom shrine, and now just got a work of art for another plus 20% culture. So
that culture is pretty crazy.
Hover over so we might see Heliopolis come into this game because he's only 50 years away right now. And that's going to speed up.
So they're both on 7 cities at the moment.
Yeah, with Klass about to settle number 8 in the north, and then
Yeah.
he did start a settler, I guess, in Leptis Magna, which I guess is the closest here. I do not love the Rider city here personally. So. Go ahead.
But he would have loved to have hunters.
Hunters are doing amazing there, but like I guess that's his second Rider city. But like,
Yeah,
I probably would have gone states there. I don't know, but maybe I overvalue states. All right, Ninja is just finished Stone Boost. Presumably, he's going to get navigation. Let's have it marked.
It's gonna be still a while till he gets some virus. He's got no.
He does have
No
vision that
developed
Klass just took that
cities.
site.
Yes, I saw. I was going to mention that. Yeah, he. Wait, what? Okay, I was going to mention the other thing that Klaus moved his scout forward, so he's keeping an eye on Shustar right now.
Yes, Klass has vision of Ninja. Yes.
Yep. So they both see what's going on, and he can see that Ninja has a decent force, but not one where he's going to lose a city to right now.
Yeah, that's not a terrifying force if you have a city.
Yeah.
And as you say, once Klass connects across the sea, whether with a bireme or with colonies, suddenly he can concentrate all his forces, and you have 7 tribal units, 2 warriors.
Curious to see if he'll switch to colonies as soon as it becomes advantageous. I would certainly like to see that, but we'll see.
It seems like an area where Ninja could take an advantage. If he has the order to spare, then yeah, he could go buying up the coast with scouts and get a really solid movement advantage.
Yes, and it is worth noting Schemer Scouts can buy tiles invisible with colonies.
Yeah, I mean, just buying the 3 tiles west of the pearls that he has would be pretty huge, because then he would maybe even block off the chance to connect.
Buying those and then buying the pearls and then buying the dyes, suddenly you can actually get a land connection to that peninsula. And Klass does not have that many forces in the south.
So yeah, buying there would be good. Buying next to the volcano to connect up the route past the volcano would be great. Buying to all the pearls in the back line, connecting up his back line.
Doesn't really have a great economy and is investing, I guess, money. Doesn't have a great money economy, but is investing a lot in barracks. So we are going to see Ninja. Ninja's going to have a bigger training economy.
We know what. Wow, I'm just starting to see. He has switched to the military economy right now. A lot of warriors and slingers coming out, and all right, Ninja's being Ninja.
I mean, he was much weaker, so that's very.
He does have anything he can upgrade those units to. Yeah, it does not have steel, does not have phalanx, does not have composite bow. Okay.
Klass is working on his first ambition, somehow did not get an ambition. He got 3 tribal sites, like his second ambition, 500 iron, which is a rough second
great
ambition.
For his legitimacy.
Persia, I don't think has done any ambitions.
These are not ambitious players. Did you just keep tossing them away?
I think you were tossing. I presume he was tossing them, but like you do want to get some early ambitions in for the legitimacy.
Yeah, I mean he must have cycled through like 4 or 5 of them by now.
Right, Klass just founded his 9th city, Corrales, and is 7 turns away from his 8th city, and 7 turns away from his 9th city.
Man, and it got one of those pearls.
It got one of the pearls, yeah.
Man, just go for colonies. Go for the killer right now.
Yeah, he does have civics if he wants to swap it. Doesn't really have much money. Still,
there's so many ways he can get money. I guess he must be saving for a wonder, but because
39 to 21 improvements, so way better eco.
I just saw him sell a bunch of stone. Or I guess not sell. He probably just started to build some stuff. Yeah, he's been building a stronghold.
Finally,
no, this is not. Actually, that's been enough for a while.
That stronghold's been there for a while, so we are going to potentially see an elephant once that officer completes and that stronghold completes.
Still no camp yet. We'll need that as well.
He does need the camp, yes.
He forgets it. Oh, he started a garrison. That's where that stone went. That is so weird. I mean, I don't know what to think about that non-camp. Oh,
yeah.
He moved?
No,
a quarry. I mean,
what?
Right next to it too. Right next to it.
You're making 119 stone. What is going on?
You need orders. Yeah, camps are really good. They give you half an order.
I mean, he went to slavery, serfdom even. Like he's aware. Okay, I don't know. I gotta let go. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, both these players are, I would say, unconventional. Both Klass and Ninja kind of defy what the common wisdom is, but hey, they're in the grand finals, and some of the more common wisdom players are not.
Yeah. I mean, not improving your elephants in your capital, I don't know what to say.
I think he maybe just missed it or something. I don't know. Presumably he'll realize it when he was like, wait, why can't I build elephants here? So,
So, I mean, his stronghold is about to finish next turn. And he could have started on... Oh, this is funny.
all right, so turn 35 over on Ninja. Ninja sees that Klass is going for that central city, sees that he's settled Karalis. What is he going to do? He does have this raid awkwardly coming in that he has nothing to fight any units with, so he's got this one Nomad Marauder because Klass generously took the other one away from him. Or no, the other one is now sailing off. Like it went back to the water. Okay.
Well, that's weird. I guess finally, why is it not attacking him? That's strange. It's like there would have been plenty of targets. There's supposed to be, I mean, just in general, there's supposed to be more randomness with barbarians, which I guess we're seeing now.
And every single queue from Ninja is military right now, except for one apprentice acolyte.
Yeah, he has managed to at least pull back to being only weaker rather than much weaker than Klass.
Yeah.
So that's certainly something.
So the Grand Vizier is doing work, except for there's no Grand Vizier this time. So,
just a quick shout out. We've got 41 people watching on YouTube at the moment, so thank you all for being here.
Oh, yes.
Scientific's making a comment that I get upset when players aren't perfect. It's more like I'm just surprised when players don't make the move that a newbie to the game would make. That's what surprises me. Like, you think that's actually the thing that would draw the eye of a new player. So it's just kind of amusing.
I'm always very glad to cast with you, Fluffy, and fun casting with you for the first time, Soren.
Yeah.
Imagine what Ninja is
incisive commentary on my play during the tournament. That was always fun to listen to. Be like, oh wow, Soren really doesn't like this.
I do feel like I'm a rag on players who doing things too much. I especially it's not maybe not the best move for the actual designer to do that, but I don't know.
It was well appreciated. I was like, oh, he's not wrong. So. It's always fun to have the designer commentate on your game. You're like, oh, okay. Well.
You're playing it wrong.
You're playing it wrong.
You're having fun. You just don't know it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's certainly a lot of assumptions I have that I see that players are playing things very differently. And so that's certainly one of the things that's interesting for me to go, especially with certain law choices and technologies they favor. And I mean, I'll tell you one thing I'm kind of curious about. I mean, I get that like the players at this point in the tournament have a good sense of the kind of the rhythm of the game, and so but I would say is as just like a less skilled player myself, I would think that I would normally try to aim for one military tech, right? Like none of these players have spoked wheel or steel or phalanx or composite bow, right? Like it seems like it's just become sort of the meta to ignore the second tier units, which seems very strange to me. But I'm sure it's based off of experience.
The rationale there is your 6th strength UU fills that gap, and then it's much cheaper to just upgrade straight to an 8th strength version when you get that available. So your 6th strength UU holds the tide, then you get your 8th strength UU, and then you go straight to an 8th strength version of something. And a 4 versus 5 strength unit, not really a big deal, right? Like, especially if it's not promoted, a 5 strength unit versus a promoted 4 strength unit it's not worth the investment.
So I don't know if it tells me that we've made unique units too easy to get to, or unique units are too strong. I mean, it's not necessarily horrible because the unique units add a lot of flavor to the game, right? So they really make the nations distinct, and so like that part's kind of interesting because you can sort of counterplay it because okay, well, Carthage is going to come at me with elephants, and that means X, Y, and Z. But it's just interesting how much players are ignoring military technologies.
All right, let's see if Klass now moves the worker that just completed the stronghold onto the elephants.
We're going to send them good vibes right now.
Elephant watch.
There.
Elephant watch.
You've got the stronghold is complete. Like you can look into Carthage right now. Oh well, of course you can't. You look into Carthage, you can't see the elephants because There are no elephants.
Libyans have been eliminated.
Yes, this kid. What did we get Diaglas?
No, that's fractional in the event.
Oh right, that's very soon only. Sorry.
Yeah, we got some legitimacy and a couple of orders, and the riders don't like him as much. Not that that is a problem for Klass, who has fantastic family opinions.
And he did it. The camp
He
has
did
just
it.
started.
He started the camp.
Started. I was just about
Camp is
to,
underway.
I was just about to wait for him to put a mine on a flat tile, but no, he went for the camp. We'll have to ask him about this later. This was truly an oversight.
They're very late camp. He still doesn't have husbandry as well, so he actually can't take advantage of the horses.
Oh man, yeah, that's interesting.
I think
he's getting machinery though, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some onagers start. And once he sets some onagers up, he can even pressure a Shustar, I think.
Yeah, I guess he will need. I mean, it's tricky, isn't it? He's either got to build them on the front line or transport them all the way to the front, and he really doesn't have good lines for that yet. So even if he gets some onagers up, it's going to take a while.
Yeah, if he goes colonies and buys some tiles, like I wouldn't be surprised to see him swap at some point, especially with his judge ruler. Assuming this, or no, he doesn't have his, or no, he still has his judge error. I'm on Persia. Persia has a tactician error, which is kind of awkward.
Ranger tactician. I mean, if he's going for an attack, a ranger tactician.
Yeah, it's not bad.
At this point of the game.
Yeah.
I think it's worth highlighting the political situation in Persia is still absolutely awful.
It's really bad.
His statesman oligarch picked up plotting against him not too long ago from the event, and it's
hopefully for Ninja he won't have a repeat of his political situation from last game, because I'm finally catching up on the VOD on that. I'm like, oh my god.
An uphill struggle to deal with that.
Yeah, we keep talking about all this legitimacy that Klaus burned, but as of so far,
he's got better. Although he did just get Judaism, so assuming he gets a Jewish head who likes him. Although, awkwardly he got drunk on his leader, which means it's impossible to get a religious head to plus 100 unless something else is positive on that leader. And it looks like he put the sword away and made it a sword cult instead of actually equipping the sword.
Yes, he doesn't have the mysterious sword anymore.
Yeah.
Did he? Yeah, was it?
That's Ninja. That's a surprise. You think Ninja would be
He put the sword cult, yeah.
Yeah, I might have misread that. I thought he actually did get the sword of the gods. Maybe
he did have the sword, and then he chose the event to make it a sword cult instead of actually. Yeah, it was still a mysterious sword. It wasn't a sword of the gods.
Yeah. I thought it had converted, but yeah, you're right. I don't think it had.
Yeah. And I think he had his first rebel as well. We have a rebel warrior, which is awkward because that's also where the Nomad Marauder is raiding.
The same place. Wow, you actually could really use the military there.
Yeah,
4 years away for a warrior.
Starting to be problematic.
That's really awkward considering the fact that he actually is investing in the military.
Navigation 2 years away from now.
Wow, yeah, Ninja's actually on -2 training a turn now because every single.
He's rallying troops to try to help with that.
You don't see that very often.
Well, every queue except for one is military.
Yeah,
and he's got a couple of relatives who are a bit timid.
I mean, what's his plan here? I mean, he'll have quantity of troops, but with this very narrow pass, like
I don't know. And onagers soon on the opponent's side, which is going to be really rough.
Like it's hard to see like what the plan is even. I mean, he'll be able to get them up to the front quickly. Presumably, he'll be going for colonies, but because he doesn't need the orders as much.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to move them around very well. But
yeah, Klass did a really good job expanding. I got to give my hats off to Klass. Like he expanded well while keeping a strong eco. So.
Well, he got the middle because of Carthage, right?
Yes,
he got the middle because of Carthage. It was uniquely this map.
But he also picked Carthage on this map. So.
Well, but he didn't know about the peninsula at the time. So
he didn't, no.
I mean, it's not like Carthage is a bad pick.
Free African elephant from Carthage.
All right,
getting double African elephant.
That's certainly a good advantage of being strong. Yeah,
and then he's going to start one. Yeah. So his UU time. So this is actually getting really dark for Ninja now.
3 turns. Yeah, that's.
He did start an onager, 11-turn onager. He's getting some barracks up. He's getting a second Byreme. This is not looking good.
I love the Byreme play.
This may be a one-session game.
Well, I doubt that, considering this is the final. But we're already 2 hours in.
2 hours in, but yeah, it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, I would give the Ninja 20-1 odds right now, frankly.
I put him at like 20%.
So you give him 5-1. I would.
Yeah,
definitely...
I think in percentages, I don't think. I have to always do the math from like 5-1. It's like,
Is that, I'm not sure that is that 4-1.
I think that's 4-1, right? So
Yeah, it's 4-1. So
Yeah.
if you gave me 4-1 odds, I would, I would put a lot of money on
On Klass.
Klass. Yeah, a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like all the money I had.
I mean, the only thing I'm worried about is like as soon as that leader dies, everything falls apart very fast.
But things are falling apart for Ninja too.
Ninja already, right? The leader hasn't even died.
It's not like that's an advantage for Ninja. I mean, when in a two-player game, especially in a duel, like you compare all the factors, right? And Ninja has better orders. Okay, great. Although, wow, actually, right now, is that from?
Klass has passed him on orders now.
Wow.
Yep.
And has bought more.
Just straight up, they both have the same improvement action. Okay, so he doesn't
The
even have
science
the
lead
orders.
is consistent. 300 science
Doesn't even
lead.
have the orders lead. He has everything. Everything is to his advantage right now. So
Eco, everything except for food is in favor of Klass.
Yeah, hugely better on culture.
Mill score is a huge lead.
That's more money.
I mean, this was just a map that was really, even though it's a tiny map, very small map, dual map, I guess I should use the official term. It's just one that does not reward aggression.
No.
Right.
It rewards expansion, but then you want to kind of wall up and basically like you can easily choke out like onagers and boats, right? Like you're not gonna. Where is Ninja gonna attack? Like you could literally just block all the tiles.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was gonna say like Ninja picked the map, right?
Yeah.
And depending upon the layout, Inland Sea can actually be bad for an aggressive player. Like clearly the reason he wants it is because he's had this great, he's had these great results with biremes and buying tiles or whatever.
He doesn't have a highway, right? There's no easy highway. Like there was in my game, the Northern Highway was beautiful for him.
Yeah.
Like if he didn't have that Northern Highway in that game, he would have struggled to reach me because like the South was horrible. Because
sometimes Inland Seas give you these really awkward choke points, right? And
this is it. Yeah.
Yeah, the advantage of a more open map is you can attack the player where you want to, right? Yeah,
and I mean, like imagine if these volcanoes weren't here, right? The volcanoes kind of make it, you could have coastal movement along the entire coast.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Ninja does not have Phalanx yet, so that's going to be a problem when those elephants pop out, and we may have 3 6-strength elephants coming out here. So we got the card, and then he's probably going to build one as soon as he finishes that officer in the capital, and since he's now finally finished the camp.
He's skipping phalanx right now, so it might be a while till it comes up. I mean, presumably he's going to be going for machinery next turn, which will take some time.
Yeah, I mean, he needs machinery at this point because if Klass builds onagers before he has onagers, it's going to be really awkward, really fast.
Yeah, they'll take 8 or 9 turns though. So onagers often take quite a while to build. He doesn't have a lot of he only has 1 developing city. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct. Just his capital.
So he can't even rush stuff. That's the awkward part. Like he's got navigation, but he doesn't have. And even though there's all these cultural,
he is harvesting culture now.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That makes sense. That's a good play right there.
He's gonna get Sardis up there faster.
Which
Articoana is now. It went to Articoana, so maybe he can rush out of military.
That's where you want
it.
It's developing now. Funny, just the timing, right? Right as we discussed it. So next turn he could throw it as long as the city doesn't get attacked, which it probably won't get attacked.
I mean, he could rush something right now, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't have navigation. He's 1 turn away from navigation.
Oh, you mean for a boat?
I assume that's what he wants. Like he wants to get developing so he can rush a boat, and because that's what he desperately needs right now is boats, right? He's building military. Like
the
whole
he needs some way to bring military to the front, right? To get them to the
exactly. So it's all fine except for those units. Like
no internal road network either. So.
Yeah, I mean that's this.
Yeah, and he's got a rebel in Sardis now as well, so he's So
I think everything is connected thanks to the rivers. So, but Klass is everything connected as well. So no one needed to build any roads.
Klass picked up the good cognomen.
Yep.
Happy about.
Another Zoro disciple. Did he spread religion with one? I don't know where his other Zoro disciple went. Presume he spread. No, I honestly did he pick a? Oh, he picked legalism. Okay, that's good. He didn't spread. He used it for theology, which is pretty good.
Look where Ninja just sent his hero slinger. Like he's
Hero
all ready
slinger.
to start buying tiles. I guess he like moved there.
That does look like a tile buy
Yeah.
potentially.
I was trying to figure out what it was even there for. I was like, is he trying to flush out a scout? But he's still it's still schemer scouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wondered if that's what Klass's warrior in the north was doing on that hill there. That looks like a prime position for buying a tile.
45 improvements to 22 in favor of Klass. And
I would
we
say
see the big difference in economy as well.
I would say Klass should really switch to colonies and start doing something about it. Like it's
Yeah,
really
he doesn't have the
smart.
cash right now for it unless he sells a ton of stone.
Oh,
which
he could sell a ton of. He's got plenty of cash. He's got $1,500 in stone if he wants to sell it.
Situation summary for you, Solver. Klass did some nice fast expand. Is locking in the central sites. Is ahead on tech. Is ahead in economy, massively out improving Persia, 45 to 22. Ahead in science as well. 67 to 48 with a consistent lead of like 300 or 400 science points. Has burned orders 27 times, buying orders 27 times as a schemer. Now starting onagers, has bireams. It's looking pretty dire for Ninja. Yeah.
I'd say that Klaus got a little lucky with the map layout with his very strange peninsula as Carthage. I'd say that's a kind of important factor.
Yeah,
Here.
very
And
true.
Ninja hasn't. And Ninja, this map does not favor aggression. So whatever Ninja has been trying to do is not working.
Yeah, even if he builds all these 4-strength units, it's unclear to me where he's going to attack with them.
Yeah, just throw them into the meat grinder. I mean, it's lucky for Ninja that he has not been doing colonies yet, but it's like, yeah, I mean, Klaus is 3 turns away from a biream. I wouldn't say he's giving him a window right now, but like the right move for Klaus right now is to buy those tiles, get this taken care of.
Yeah, Ninja also has some significant family opinion problems. His hunters are not a fan, and he just got another rebel spawn. So Sardis now has 2 rebels, another rebel in.
Ooh, is he
Arctic
buying the
and-
tile? Yes, he just did. Look at that. See, Ninja just bought that first.
Oh
hill.
yes, he is buying that first hill.
Interesting if this can trigger some actual.
That could actually
combat.
die. I feel like that's a little risky. That unit can get. Well, I guess it can't get
It
trapped
should
because
be
there's the water.
should be safe.
Yeah.
You can only attack from so many angles. You escape by water, so it's a safe play. But hopefully, hopefully he's not
Presume he's going to
like this
buy
should,
with the scout.
yeah, this
the
should
rest.
get Klaus into high gear here to actually do something. It's not too late now, but he absolutely needs to buy that tile. Okay, here we go. Buy another
Nice.
tile. He got it. He got it. Nice move.
Oh, yeah,
nice
yeah,
move,
yeah.
Ninja. Nice
He's selling
move.
so many resources, and he's
Yes,
buying
I
that
bet he's
tiles.
selling resources. Okay, that is excellent.
And then next turn he can buy the dies.
Oh, that is such
There's
a good
still
moment.
4 years on
I
the
mean,
settler, so he will be able to buy
Klaus
the
blew
dies.
it here. He had everything set up for this beautiful little natural connection between the peninsula.
Well, that's 1 point of advantage to Ninja here.
Yeah, I mean,
He
Ninja
always
needs
does have
something.
good colony play. So
Yeah. Yeah.
sneaky explorer purchases, huh? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Invisible
you
scouts.
you sat on
You could have done it too.
serfdom for whatever it is, 6-7 turns. I mean, you really have no excuse. So.
Man, Ninja's not even influencing his hunter head. Like, he's not even influencing his pagan head. He just doesn't believe in influencing people, and like
Yeah.
it would solve so many problems for him.
I know. I mean, I 100%. Like, just get them out of angry. You know.
I mean, I'm personally cheering for Ninja this game because I want another game.
Sure. Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of rebels sitting around now.
Yeah, this is not looking good inside Persia.
Okay, is he going to switch?
His economy is in better shape, fortunately. So
Yeah, is he going to build a? So it went to the unit pillage. He can rush in Arkator. That is now. I think he can start a Biream and rush it. Oh no, he doesn't have enough civics. But I assume he's going to start Biream now.
well, he can't buy the dies, right? He can't buy across the ocean because it has to be a coastal tile, so he can't actually connect
Yes.
to the right.
Yes, so it could be a lot. It could be a lot worse.
And I think if Klass founds, he will get the borders will collapse, so he will be able to have a sea connection, right?
Let's see.
I think so. Maybe. maybe
Sorry,
not.
what's
I
the
don't know.
question?
We'll see.
I don't think so, because even if you get the specialist, there's still gonna be a 2-tile gap. and
Okay.
he can't buy those ocean tiles. So I think he's
So
cut off.
Ninja prevented the connection.
Yes, it was a good move. It was a very good
Although
move.
obviously he can just park a Byreme and anchor
Yeah,
there, which
I mean, he's
obviously
got
ties
Byreme.
up
It just
Byreme,
means it ties up a Byreme for the rest of the game, which is fine. I mean, currently Ninja's not even building Byreme, so
he's also buying tiles to the south. Looks like he might try to connect all the coasts, which, I mean, hey, he's good at doing that and tends to do that, which will help a lot with internal mobility.
Yeah.
Klass has not done that, so...
Yeah.
And those pearls will help a lot if you can buy down to them, although, yeah, it looks like he's doing it. He's continuing to buy down there.
Oh man, that was a weird move. I guess maybe this is for the rebels. He moved that slinger all the way back, that great slinger all the way back to presumably buy tile next.
He's going to
turn.
buy a tile, yeah. He still has some
But
orders
not this
left, I
turn.
think.
So I
He
know.
still has orders. I think he can buy
Oh,
tiles on his
it's
turn,
so
right?
many-
Because we're on
Yeah,
tight.
so many
he's gone for it.
Yeah, he just bought it. He bought it.
Oh, he did buy it.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can buy tiles.
It switched right on the. Oh, you can
Yeah.
buy tiles during the other player's turn.
Correct.
Is that right? Okay.
It still
Yeah.
feels a little bit weird to me that he prioritised that over killing the rebels. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, well, as we saw in last game, he just does not give a shit about rebels. He's like, whatever, just keep doing your thing.
Like wants experience, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. And we already have an Onager out. I guess one got rushed out because Carthago Nova.
Yeah.
Klass must have rushed it out.
Maybe he's starting to feel a little pressure right now.
And he's gotten shrapnel up on them and lots of markers. Big question: use ships to transport troops or switch law before judge? I guess I know the answer. Ship spot. Look here. Look here. I'm just reading Klass's notes here. Place for boat. Big question: do I use ships to transport troops or switch laws before judge? And I guess the answer.
Oh,
is
he's
ships
waiting
to
for.
transport.
Oh, he's getting greedy.
Yeah, he
what
doesn't
he's
want to. He doesn't. He doesn't
He's like, he
want
wants
to swap.
to save that civics. I mean, just,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how often players make mistakes because they're like they kind of want to get that cheap thing, that bonus.
I mean, there's
later
no
on,
point swapping to colonies for 200 when I could swap for it to 100.
Except now you've lost the most important water connection in the game. So.
Yeah,
you got
but I'm
an extra
efficient.
100
I'm
civics.
efficient.
You're
That's what
efficient.
matters.
Oh man, I mean, again, I think Ninja's going to lose this game, but this was a very good play. I'm very this was.
I'm up to 25% chance of Ninja winning this game. So
It's boosted. You're now at 3-1.
boosted. Yeah.
Okay, I'm afraid I can't visit the Alcaraz Casino and plunk down some money. Is there a settler coming soon? I mean, it's been
Yes,
sitting
3
on those
years.
tiles
3
for-
years on Leptis Magna.
Yeah, okay. Oh, he went for the close settler, which means it's
Yeah.
it's a slow build.
It's a
I mean,
slow settler,
obviously-
but yeah.
So
Obviously,
Ninja
he's not exactly under danger.
Ninja is getting his stronghold out next turn. So he will be able
Yes.
to start building his unique units. 11 turns in the capital. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I guess he's getting barracks down as well, so that will speed up a little bit.
Yeah, and colonies, constitution, centralization, slavery, exploration, reverse, exploration, slavery, centralization, tyranny, serfdom. So
11 turns till strong culture on Parza, so he will be able to get his 3 unique units soon as well.
Yep. And I guess he's getting machinery now, and then 2 laws away, potentially monasticism and citizenship, I guess, is the closest ones. Maybe architecture. Yeah, monasticism and citizenship, I think.
Oh, have you guys noticed the hint or tip or whatever he left himself south of his capital, Carthago?
Let's see here.
No, I'm an idiot. I have unimproved elephant in the capital. So he hit that moment of like, I got my stronghold. I got my laws. Let's go. Let's roll. Wait. What's going on here?
Oh, network, what you're doing to me, he says in another note.
Time games.
Yeah, network's a different game. I really like network, but it's much harder. And Ninja started Byreme Articuano as well, another Byreme Sardis. So yeah, we might see some sea combat here. And Klass has attacked Ninja as well, a little bit, although it didn't do very much damage in the forest. So
Yeah.
I presume Ninja will pull back.
Does he see? He sees that Ninja doesn't really have many troops around. So I guess
Yeah.
he just figures, like,
He
let's
moved
go
his
for it.
scout beyond Shostar, so like.
Yeah. I mean, obviously those troops can show up quickly now because of water control.
Yes.
But Klaus can escape easily as well, and of course the city's not really under any danger. So
Yeah.
just make him move that unit back.
Doesn't look
Yeah,
like
he can build
Judaism
contracts.
has really worked out too well for Ninja so far. He's got minus 80 opinion with them. No one's converted, which is probably just a good thing at this point.
Yeah, I mean, drunk does not help.
Yeah, that's horrible. Horrible trait on
He
the leader.
hasn't adopted a state religion. Presumably, could next turn. Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I feel like Ninja could do a lot better managing family opinion. But hey, I mean, what am I to say, right? I managed my family opinion really well last game. It did not matter.
Yes, we did a bunch of these things just perfectly.
Yeah.
So we're seeing more
2
barracks
turns
getting
for
spammed
Ninja.
out in a lot of cities. So he's really...
Yeah, he's definitely gearing
military
up for let's
production.
build a lot of units
Okay.
and go kill him.
Ninja rushed the Byreme. I'm sorry if you mentioned that already, but
No, I did not.
Which is impressive that he did that, considering those two rebels just like hanging out around.
Does
the
not
city.
care.
Although, I guess if it damages the city, will it sort of auto repair in time for him to rush?
No, I mean the rush won't be canceled. It's already been rushed. So
Well, no. I mean, in the last turn. Like, does that mean that they did not attack the city last turn?
that means
or
they
does
did
it
not
heal?
attack because they pillaged and then attacked a worker.
Okay.
Or possibly the warrior attacked, but it does 1 damage and it auto repairs. And yes, the auto repair
Yeah,
does
that's-
happen first. So yeah, you
That's
can
what I'm
run
asking.
much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So it
see.
only got 1 attack. Yeah, the other one pillaged. All right.
Okay.
I guess he's lucky on that front, but it is still pretty amazing. He has
Yeah, I
not.
mean-
Oh, whoa! It moved. Wow, that was a long move by that rebel.
Wow, that warrior went to pillage some more.
Yeah.
All right. Klass has a tough choice here. He could get a free war elephant, monasticism, goods boost, or hydraulics. And a big
look at
forest fire as well
forest fire,
in the middle of the map. Yeah.
Oh
Huh.
wow!
I mean, I guess-
He's going for goods boost over hydraulics. That surprises me.
That is really weird considering his economy. Why would you do that?
I mean, 400 iron, that's like 5 turns of iron. 400 stone, that's like 3 turns of stone. And 400 wood is the big one. He has no wood income.
I guess maybe he's thinking about wonders, but
Or a buy. He wants
Bit
more
off.
Byremes, probably. He probably doesn't want any chance. Because obviously he knows that
I presume he's gonna
Klaus's
spam Byremes, yeah.
navigation. He knows Klaus's navigation. He doesn't want any
He
chance.
saw
I mean,
the
that's the thing.
colony dies,
Naval combat is so scary because you don't want to ever let your.
You never want to fall behind. Yeah.
Yeah, you never want to fall behind. So he's the right. I mean, that's you know. I'm talking about how I'm pretty sure Klaus is going to win, but like we should look at things that Klaus could do wrong, and that's absolutely one of them.
Lose control of the
Stop
sea, you're in
building
deep trouble, right? Because suddenly
Yeah.
your forces are split. Ninja can take the north or the south wherever you're weaker, right?
I mean, honestly, I'd rather see him build a Byreme in Corrales than a worker.
Yeah, I mean, if single worker isn't bad. Although, again, I would have loved to see him on freedom here, so that those workers would be faster.
Yeah, or worker Byreme in Utica. I mean, I get why he's building an officer, but like, I mean, just
I don't like making your military. I don't like your state seat becoming a military seat. It's like, that's
well,
just not-
sure. But like, it's time to pump out. It's time to pump out the ships. I mean, right now, actually, they will both have the first Byreme on the map on the same turn,
Yes.
right? Which is pretty impressive
Yep.
considering where Ninja was, a while
Yep,
ago.
and Klass is sending his African elephants from the tech card on the way. They are just outside Carthago Nova, visiting the other elephants in the field.
So where
he's
do you
sending them
think?
south?
Yeah, where are
I
they
guess if-
going? It's the question. Are they going up the
Why is he doing
peninsula?
that?
Presume he's going to anchor a Byreme where he put ship spot on there so that he can connect.
Is that the
It's not-
fastest way to get to the coast? Couldn't he just go up to Utica and then use the coast he already has? I mean, surely he must be switching to colonies soon, right?
I don't know. Yeah, definitely would have expected him to go to the north, but
Or
we'll
even
see
just
here.
even split them. Does he have some?
And Soren, he
weird
can't
southern
switch to
plan?
colonies. He doesn't have a judge leader.
I forgot. I forgot about that.
It costs 200 or 100. You
Two-
can't spend 200. You can
And
spend
as
100.
Carthage, you're like dying for civics.
Yeah, I mean, they nerfed the civics income from Carthage. It used to be 200 a city. Now it's only
yeah,
100.
how is he supposed to survive? with the
Exactly.
civics? And he's. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong player. How is he making?
We swapped
he's
over to
making
Ninja
a mere 113 civics a turn.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a
So-
whole turn of civics.
Ugh.
All right, let's see what Ninja does here. He's got machinery on the way. I presume he's going to clean up this rebel, although that may not be a safe presumption with Ninja. He still is on colonies, right? Yes, he could continue to buy more tiles. Okay, moved his scout there. I would love to see him buy towards these pearls and connect all the way.
Yeah, that's got to be on the cards, surely.
He does have no money because his economy is kind of starting to zero out a little bit. It's not negative, but
Yeah, he can still sell some
He does
food.
have the
He's got
Byreme
some in the
out.
bank.
Byreme will do 6 damage to the raider. So
Another Byreme in Sardis and Articuana.
yeah, buy tiles with what money is the correct question there. Yep.
Yeah, with the food. He can sell food. He
could
can
sell
afford
food,
it
yep.
if he wants to.
Yeah.
I mean, you got colonies. You gotta push it.
You got to use them. Yeah. Use them
Yeah.
while you can, and then swap back because every turn is 5 orders. That's a lot.
Yeah. What should he actually do with his Byron here?
Nothing
Uh,
yet.
Connect all the northern.
I would expect him to attack the. I mean, option
have-
1, attack the Marauder. Option
Attack
2,
the
just
Marauder.
anchor, so that you can bring your
weird
forces
use for
and
his,
clean this up.
Option
Right?
3,
Yeah,
go and buy a
overpower
tile.
plus cleaning up rebels. Yeah, I tend to immediately want to deal with rebels. I don't like rebels, so we're at 51 to 30 improvements, so still a pretty big lead for Klass.
Yeah. You think
His wife is still imprisoned. His wife is still imprisoned all this time.
Wow.
Yeah, that has not been a great situation for him. He could have married someone else. There was a lot more. I think it's one of those things, these sort of hidden things that like really is like a huge opportunity cost.
The statesman head is pious, furious, hates his guts.
Yeah.
Ugh.
He did use the Byreem to attack the raider.
Right, this is next level tech, Soren. Byreems are great at dealing with raiders on land.
Apparently, I know how I'll get rid of this raider.
Up with Byreem.
Yeah, is he making another Byron? Okay, he's making one in Sardis. Can you rush that? Oh, Sardis just became developing. He probably doesn't have the civics he needs, though.
He does. He could if he wanted to.
Rush it this turn. I mean, knowing Ninja, I won't be surprised. I think it's the right move too. I mean, if Klaus gives him an opportunity to maybe hold the water, I mean, that's
The problem is onagers. Yeah, I mean, onagers are going to help. I mean, onagers do a lot of damage to boats. So
yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like Klaus is making any mistakes here, but he's only building 2 Byreems right now. I really
yeah, I mean,
would
this
like
is
Klaus with more.
this is the risky spot for Carthage. Like your 6th strength units have kept you safe. I think up to like turn 60 or so. They're like just 6 strength units. You're not going to attack. No one's going to come in to attack Carthage at turn 60. But after that, unless you transition to something, there's actually kind of a lull where like you don't have your 8th strength unit, but like your units are not highly promoted, and you've invested really heavily in econ, but you don't have any military benefits from that yet.
Yeah, but on the other hand, Ninja does not really have anything beyond.
Yeah, but in 10 turns, Ninja could look very different.
I mean, he's making machinery, so he'll have onagers, but so does
Klaus. Yeah.
Klaus, yeah.
And it's not only he's having to buy iron to build the Byreems as well. He's building another Byreem in Shiraz, but yeah, he's having to pay through the nose for that. He just doesn't have the economy at all.
Yeah. Definitely looking rough here. Klass has his Byreems out now. Curious where he moves that Byreem. Presume anchor somewhere so that he can. This onager just doesn't stand looking pretty on this hill. Stompy boys are currently west of Carthago Nova, and they just moved to the coast there. Yep, big coast move.
Oh, he's got exploration, right? He was trying to get them down to the river.
Oh,
yes.
Klass's ruler is doomed and severely ill.
Ah, yes, we do have a doom. So now we're going to see whether that.
What's the heir situation?
His heir is an ill, frugal, pious judge, but the judge is also ill. Other folks in the tree, he has a 34-year-old judge, shadow lightning foe of the unworthy, the pious. There's also a scholar as well as a 17-year-old tactics student. So I wouldn't be surprised if he designates heir to the 17-year-old tactics student, unless he really wants that judge.
And he's definitely not going to switch to colonies this turn.
Well, no, absolutely not. Yeah.
But
presumably, it looks like he's just going to go for natural inheritance into the judge, I think. But I would be really tempted for that tactics students, because 18-year-old inheritance is really nice.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, that is very good.
Surprised he hasn't anchored a boat yet, but I guess it's not in the right spot quite yet. But I would rather, I guess an anchor there doesn't actually do anything for you.
It doesn't.
You need another anchor. But yeah, he could get onagers on the hill and threaten Shustar here and like move in with tribal units and settle. Like everything could get very, very. I don't know that Ninja's going to hold Shustar.
I mean, really? I mean, the one thing Ninja is doing right now is pumping out units. And he's got Byreems. I mean, obviously he's gonna have this rebel problem, but it's he's gonna be able to flood. He's gonna be able to flood Shustar with units.
Yeah, but Klass can just put an onager on a hill surrounded by 6 strength units, and what is he going to do?
And he's just.
I guess the question is, what's the term? Are we talking about 5 turns from now, 10 turns from now, 20 turns from now?
3 turns from now.
3 turn. You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Klass has
Alright.
just double promoted both of his African elephants with Highlander. It's looking pretty aggressive to me.
I think he's going in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see. I mean, I think
Yeah.
if Ninja hadn't built so many units, I would probably agree. But I just think he has
He's
enough.
still weaker. The mill score is pretty big.
Well, the question is like, the question is he going to get a boat in a position? Is he going to be anchoring the boat north of his new city site, so that he's able to move those other units over? That's fine,
Yeah.
but Ninja will have 2 buy. He rushed the other bireams, so
Yeah.
he'll have 2 bireams out, so that will
Yeah.
not be uncontested.
And Klass is losing his leader next turn potentially with Doomed. So
Yeah.
Ninja's
I
family
don't-
opinion though looks brutal right now.
I don't think Shushar is going to fall in the next 3 or 4 turns. I would be very surprised. But obviously, long term,
If I were in Klass's shoes, I would be poking at Shustar right now. It looks very weak. I have vision of what's there, and I'm just like, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
The water control.
I think
The water
Yes.
control, yeah.
even if Shustar doesn't fall, I think Klass can definitely harass that city, and there's not an awful lot that Ninja can do about it.
Well, that's what I would say. Is just go ahead and make Ninja's life miserable. Like that's the goal, not necessarily to take the city.
Yeah. Wow. Definitely a exciting final game here.
I do hope we see some conflict soon. It would be good to get a little bit of action injected.
Let the blood flow.
That's right.
Just notice the palace dandies. I guess I
Oh, yeah,
missed
no.
that unit name somehow.
And Scion, yes. Obviously, if I were in Klass's shoes, I would just fortify up with onagers, be like, you can do whatever the hell you want on your side of the map. I'm going to tech to the moon. I'm going to get Heliopolis. Then I'm going to attack you when I have Cataphracts and Polybali and Dromon. And I'm 4 points away from winning anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna make you would make this a 4-part.
6-part.
I mean, you play the long. I mean, Klaus can actually absolutely play the long game, and that might increase his odds of winning.
All right. Oh, Ninja's anchored a boat internally here.
Boy, I bet he wishes he'd anchor just a little bit more.
I presume he can buy one more tile, or did he swap to serfdom? Oh, he's still in colonies.
Yeah.
So we'd love to see maybe one of those scouts come back and
I would
buy
think
a
he would
tile.
want to pick up those
Pearls.
pearls. Yeah.
I guess he's decided maybe his economy doesn't support that at the moment, and if he's going to be thinking about fighting soon or having to defend soon, maybe it's just more of a priority to.
Yeah, he's starting to lose money, which is not a great sign.
Yeah, he's still using that other bireme to clear out the rebel. It's sort of classic speed bump when you have, you actually have sort of not an advantage, but you've got this nice unit. It's not
He
what you
needs
want
to
to do
fix
with it.
his statesman opinion.
No, this
Nope, he's
is
just about to buy the pearls.
scout coming down.
like-
Yeah.
He doesn't have the money or the order to buy it, but it'll be next turn, I guess.
Well,
Costs
he could
160.
burn some legitimacy and sell some food, maybe.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, that's right. He could. He has only burned legitimacy 4 times, so
Yeah, but he did not. And I'm
he
a
did
little
not. All right,
confused
new
why.
ruler in Klass. Didn't Klass say he was going to be AFK? Should we pause for him?
Oh, are we supposed to pause? Well, we can't pause.
Well, no, I mean Klass can pause.
Yeah. Oof, we got a furious family on
We
Klass's
can-
side.
Yes, so now he's got some fun of his own.
Yeah.
The statesmen hate his guts.
What's going on there
Vengeful.
exactly?
Um,
Vengeful again. So I guess he pissed someone off specifically.
yeah. Klass did say pause at the end of your turn to Ninja, didn't he?
It's paused
It is
now.
paused.
Someone's paused.
Okay. Ninja paused. Okay. Yeah, just want to make sure stuff doesn't tech. So he could spend 200 food to get 80 statesmen rep, which would help. 200
Yeah.
stone, but
And he's got problems
this-
with paganism. His paganism
commander
as well.
tactician choice here
Ooh.
for the 17-year-old.
Yeah, that opinion change from the succession is pretty rough, isn't it? Just looking at that.
Yeah.
Statesman minus
The-
265.
Yeah, so this is the, and notice 34 legitimacy. This is the problem with spending 56 legitimacy on schemer orders. He's got 34 legitimacy.
That could potentially slow Klass down a bit. I mean,
Turn 42.
he could maybe just ignore it. I guess he's...
Of course, Merc units don't give a shit about family opinion, so that doesn't matter.
That's true.
Yeah, and he
Yeah, he
doesn't
doesn't
have a lot of
necessarily
statesman
need
family.
a ton of orders right now. I mean, that's why I would say. I mean, that again, I
Klass
don't
is
think he's
back.
going to take Shoestar, but
I presume he's going to settle here, maybe even force march settle. I would force march settle and looking. Oh, he can connect the coast if he settles in the far west tile.
is that right? Oh yeah,
grab the
because
settler and you can
yes, because it just goes out 2. Okay, so I guess I was wrong. I didn't think about founding on that corner there. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes out 2, and then that'll be 1 difference, and that collapses. So yeah.
Well, Ninja did the best he could. It was still a good move.
I mean, it's still good, right? Like that makes it. It's much better than having it coming into you.
yeah, for sure.
Legitimacy, yes, directly influences family opinion. Every point in legitimacy is a point of family opinion.
I don't necessarily think he needs to force march to get that city down.
He doesn't. I'm just a fan of force marching for cities because it speeds everything up. I won't turn.
I mean, it's a perfectly defendable choice. I mean, the city would have been awesome a few turns ago.
Oh, interesting. It doesn't look like he's heading for the tile which will connect them.
That seems like it would be a mistake, but
Yes, that's odd. Is there some advantage to the other tiles somehow? I mean,
nope.
I don't
You
know
get
if
the
there's
same
any advantage,
resources
right?
every way. Yeah, you get the same resources every way.
that's odd. Maybe
Yeah.
he wants to connect the eastern coast
I don't know.
to his other city, but that just, I mean, I don't know. Especially since he's still not in colonies, right? So, I mean, if he does this, theoretically,
He's not on
need
colonies, right? He's on
Yeah.
serfdom. So
I mean, yeah, although he's got the judge leader now, so
all right, he's anchored his boat, and then presumably he's going to anchor another boat. His boat anchor. He's going to need another boat to connect a little more. So the next boat out of Nora will perhaps anchor. I wonder if he'll leapfrog anchor.
I mean, that onager is going to be there very soon, so it's,
Yeah. I assume he's going to start poking at Shoestar with his onager and his 2 elephants. He's got
I mean, I think that
4 years away.
my concern for right now, if I was him, was just like get that onager into that city site, and so that I could hit any naval units that come into that strait. Maybe that's why he's thinking of. I'm guessing that's the reason why maybe he wants that city site on the northernmost tile.
Maybe, yeah, because then it's on a flat. There's no hills there, so but that would give you a little more range for sea control. That's true.
Yeah, I suppose Klass really needs to put a ship in the Persian port territory there just to stop Ninja being able to come around behind the troops. pushing
Yeah.
forward.
Right where
the
Persia's scout is. Yeah.
That would certainly be a good move. And it'll be interesting to see if that provokes a response. I mean,
All right.
2 biremes against 2 biremes is hardly. So is he started a new bireme? He started 1 new. Klaus has started 1 new bireme.
Ninja has
he's
2 in
still-
production and 2 on the
Okay.
board.
Okay, I do not like that by Klaus. I really think he should be putting the pedal down on bireme production. Oh, he has
No,
another
you
bireme in Leptis. Okay.
I think
Okay.
he can just like if he settles the city, puts an onager there, and then he can literally wall off entry from the west
Yeah.
with biremes. And like, what is Ninja going to do?
That's true. It's only 3 tiles wide. I mean,
Yeah, you just wall it off and be like, this is
Yeah.
my side of the ocean,
even if
you-
they have.
and then
Yeah.
I'm just going to be on my 9 cities to your 7, and I may take your city as well. So, like, Shoestar is going to be hard to defend. So,
One thing to track on, of course, is that Klass has lost his scout invisibility, so he has 5 turns of temporary
Yes.
invisibility. Needs to
That's a
not
great
forget
point.
about that.
yep, he definitely also has family opinion issues. Improvement check right now. Science also. Let's take a look at the science drop. Klaus dropped from 72 last turn to what is he at now? He's at 46. So they've basically equalized 46 to 48. But he does have a 400-point science lead total in aggregate. And yeah, improvement count-wise, we're looking at 55 to 35. So the gap is starting to narrow a little bit.
We do see
Worker
African
count, we're
elephant
10
being
workers.
reduced in
10 workers to
Kabajo.
11 workers. Yes, he's building his unique unit, or he already built it. I guess he rushed it somewhere, or here's Or no,
No,
he's getting an officer. He's speeding an officer. He's getting an officer.
he just swapped. Yeah, he's rushed out
With his
officer
judge,
first.
because he does have a judge leader.
Course,
Wisely, not
course.
an aesthetic judge. Aesthetic is horrible. Never take aesthetic. Uh,
Yeah, money situation not looking quite so good in Carthage now, but of course he does still have 150 stone coming in a turn, so not hard for him to get more, and he's got goods boost coming in next turn as well.
yeah, it's a good suggestion from No Thanks 5474 that maybe Mohawk should do a duel match during one of their weekly streams, showing off the new DLC civs. So
Yes, we definitely were contemplating that at one point. I thought it might be a little bit better to do single player streams. It's a bit easier to chat and answer people's questions when you're.
well, we could
single
cast a
player.
match, right? You could cast with I don't know, Ninja versus Scion with you casting or something. Who knows?
That's
Whoever
true.
can make it in the Thursday slot.
Maybe they'd enjoy an exhibition match after this. Let's just jump right into the new DLC, and we both have to choose Indian nations.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
See what happens. Have roll with it.
Yeah, for
that would
sure.
certainly
we
mix things
definitely
up.
Do that.
Yeah, and I assume Klass is going to buy all the way up to Elder Officers in Carthago. That's my read on what he wants before he gets that elephant produced for that extra training. And Ninja is buying colonies still. He's staying on colonies quite a long time here. But I guess he is slowly making his way to those pearls and connecting the coast, which will pay off long term. But he is definitely zeroing out his economy here. It's getting really expensive.
Yeah, I can say it gets hard. I would assume he would switch out of colonies after he.
I would assume he would buy from Arta Kawana, honestly. I would buy from Arta Kawana
Yes.
at this point.
Well, he might do that. I mean, he could jump.
Yeah,
over
maybe he can
easily,
swap,
so
yeah.
It'll just be cheaper. But
You can buy
he
with
does have-
Byreem as well, so we'll see.
yeah.
All right. Klass just researched Goods Boost and has the choice of Drama, Polis, Phalanx, or Steel.
He might be forced to actually research a good unit. Yeah.
Nah, he's probably going to take Polis so he can get Forestry up and running.
Forestry,
Although he did mark Steel for some
He
reason.
did Mark Steele, yeah.
I'm not sure why, actually.
Well, he may think that Ninja will build Spearman because he's got elephants.
Well, Ninja has mentally beat him by not building any experiments.
shows him what's what. All right. Well, he went for Steel, so he wants some.
All right, let's
something
see
else besides.
where he settles here.
This is kind of crazy. He's the first one to actually.
Oh,
build
he
it.
is settling the far west spawn.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's the right move, I think.
Yep, and then he needs one more anchor. That Byreem did finish. I wonder whether he will daisy chain them together or move the anchored one and then re-anchor where the current one is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, he moved them
No,
across
he
that
can,
way.
You
Yeah,
can just go over the land. That
it's not the most efficient, but yeah,
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
And then maybe he'll re-anchor after this, I presume, because he did just finish that Byreem.
Yeah.
There is a free Byreem on steel. That's true.
He's got a reasonable amount of orders right now. I guess.
Damn, you can connect.
Orders are not
Ninja
working.
says.
Yep. That's
So Ninja
painful.
was definitely trying to block that. Yeah, and if Ninja had blocked by getting those pearls and just buying along the coast earlier before that city was settled, he could have potentially blocked that whole thing.
It would have been pretty hard to.
It would have been hard and
Block
expensive.
all the
His
way
economy,
to-
his economy
yeah.
doesn't have it. Yeah,
Well, beyond the fact. Well, yeah, for lots of reasons.
but yeah,
So
now
he-
Ninja is in a tough spot because Klass's forces are connected. He didn't move the onager, interestingly, and he didn't anchor the boats. So, but he does have those elephants nearby, and obviously can come say hello. So Schuster might be seeing some pressure soon.
Yeah, Klass has about a 50% more military score than Ninja does, so definitely still favouring Klass quite heavily at this point.
Yes, and Klass can now bring his military together in one spot, which is
Oh. It's interesting. Ninja put his Byreem in circle formation, which is not something I'm used to seeing doing any sort of defensive play whatsoever. I guess he's assuming he's going to leave that there, so that tells me he's not planning to push his Byreems.
he is buying from Arta Kawana here.
Yep. Almost there.
He needs another tile to actually be able to go around the mountain, right?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awkward. Yeah. So I guess 2 more turns, or whatever, 1 turn.
Not quite right, because if he buys the pearls, that will expand to the pearls next to it. Does it not? No, I guess it doesn't. Otherwise, it would have done for the other pearls. That's
Right.
right. Yeah. If you both the pearls, it'll expand to the other pearls, which will collapse the borders on the tile he just bought.
But it won't
problem is
collapse the
that-
Articoana west. The tile west right now needs to be
That
bought.
one awkward little tile.
And yes, Klass has left his elephants just out of Ninja's vision. And Ninja is rallying troops. Some more. He's getting that second apprentice. He's getting a first apprentice officer. I presume we're going to see a Pelton Cav come out soon here. He's still 7 years away from strong. 3 years on around machinery. I feel like Klass is going to hit Ninja before Ninja is ready for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to build a military. That's what he does. But,
All right, well, this is going to be
Klass
really
seems like
interesting
he's
next couple
fine.
turns here. And Ninja just got a science boost somewhere and got machinery. 220 science mathematical breakthrough effect, which lets him get phalanx, which unfortunately will go directly into Klass's axeman.
There's options there.
Does it explain
Draw the
steel, I
coinage
suppose?
polis.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't. I mean, getting spearman's probably a pretty good idea for him. Period.
I mean, it's
Without
also
knowing
citizenship,
history.
right? The 7th law,
Yeah.
so that'll be important as well.
Yep, sure.
Interestingly, not getting pyramids. Obviously, doesn't have the stone income for it, but like, I think I personally would have tried to prioritize pyramids on this map just because you have arid tiles,
Yeah.
easily accessible. And not a lot of wonder play from either player yet. Klass is definitely well situated with it, with his 157 stone a turn versus Ninja's 65. So. 42 of you watching, so pretty good showing here on YouTube. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all the updates from Mohawk.
A lot of officers coming down for Ninja, so I think he's...
Yeah, he's got some judges in there that he's rushing with.
Yeah.
Show. He's doing everything he can, like running on a razor's edge.
Yeah, I mean, I think I see his hope at this point is the unique unit for the Persians. And maybe in 10-15 turns he'll have a decent amount of them. But boy, Klass seems like he's got plenty of units.
Still hasn't fixed his statesman rep issue. The leader just hates his guts. He's gonna keep seeing rebels from those, unfortunately. So that's gonna be awkward.
Seen any onagers from Persia yet, have we? I guess he doesn't have the
He did get
resources
machinery,
for it.
but he did not start a onager, correct? He's broke.
Which is, I was just thinking the Carthage EU, of course, has more of an advantage against onagers, being that they can utilise their melee attack.
Yes, you have the African elephant, which is such an amazing UU.
And just panic them, of course, just to unlimber them.
And panic,
Well,
yeah. So anti-onager, anti-fort, right? It's my favorite UU personally, and part of the reason I like playing Carthage so much. Is you get a lot in a single unit. You get a rout, you get a panic, you get a melee mounted, which does damage to siege, so you can deal with ballistas and onagers without having to go get another unit. The only awkwardness is it does not ignore zone of control like other horses. So he's not a horse; he's an elephant. I think one of the new India ones might. I don't remember what we've seen from the streams. So I do know there are more elephants coming. So all right, we're back over to Klass here. He still has some issues with his statesmen. They're up to... Oh, he just did something to make them a little better. Looks like he's been influencing, had an event as well. So he is prioritizing influence. So
Yep, definitely getting better. A lot stronger than it was a couple of turns ago. Elephants are on the move.
he's a warlike, frugal, pious judge. So remember warlike really being determinative in his game against Aaron. Helping him build all those warriors in what seemed like a losing game until it was a winning game.
Looks like he's very much switched to military production. We've got all 3 onagers, 2 biremes, 3 biremes coming out.
Yeah, I can see him hitting Shustar well before turn 50, and I don't know what Ninja's going to do about it. I don't know what Ninja can do about it. The only constraint here is Klass is really order constrained still.
Yeah, I agree. That's the one thing that's going to slow him down. And I think the question is more: do you think he's going to care about launching an offensive or not?
Will he feel like he has more potentially to lose because he still doesn't necessarily know what's on the other side?
Yeah, I mean, he has a little bit of scout vision, so
He's, the random
he's about
tiles
to
he
lose them.
sees, he sees a bunch of units. I mean, they're crappy units,
Yeah,
but still.
he does know that the weaker Ninja is weaker, though it must be disturbing that Ninja's back up to competent now, so he knows that the science difference is beginning to narrow. Yeah, again, for me, I would just wall up and
Yes.
and sit back and just wait for some advantage. But
And of course the tiles.
Shustar would be tempting to take. So.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I think I would like to take Shustar, not least because the tiles to the east of that are all under Shustar's
you
control.
bought
so
east that way as well. Yeah,
he can
It's an
just.
amazing stretch of
it makes lots of problems, right? For like Ninja
Yeah.
should have bought those tiles with Shiraz, right?
Absolutely get a good invasion going.
I
Keep
ran
rolling
into that
on.
in my game against Nizar, where I bought tiles and didn't think about what city was owning them, and then I lost the city, and then I suddenly realized I had bought with the wrong city. I was like, oh no.
The Klaus just moved to scout to make sure he's going to be safe in a couple turns.
Yep.
Good to remember.
He's out of orders.
Yeah.
Only 2 ambitions completed for Klaus and 0 ambitions completed for Ninja. Or he just finished the mine ambition, so I take that back. He's got 1 ambition completed, but to 93 legitimacy versus 30.
Ninja just got a whole 22 science out of the Land of Hairy Men event.
Yep, and some wisdom on his leader, which helps a little bit. So he's now actually in
9
the science
wisdom.
income lead, 63 against 50.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Though
Actually.
he is narrowing the gap. But we'll see what happens when his leader dies. So his leader is not yet doomed. So, and I don't know what leader would you take from Ninja? Would you take the tactician, who's probably going to be in his 50s? There's also a judge at age 40. There's some children as well. We'll see what this exploring, educated 17-year-old becomes.
Yeah, I guess it'd be interesting to see what the 17-year-old becomes. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to piss off that many people by going straight to the 4th in line.
Well, I think the piss off only is the immediate one, right? Because when you die, I think bypass only goes to the first person bypass, not everyone, if I remember right.
I'm pretty sure it's everyone that you bypass.
That's how it's supposed to work. So
Well, we'll find out if I'm pretty sure like it's only that is the impact on the leader, but if you die, then the new ruler only has the negative for the first person bypass, not everyone else.
Yeah, we shall see. I think I would stick with the tactician, to be honest.
I wouldn't have a 50-year-old inherit when I have a 17-year-old, so. But it depends on what they get, right? If that's a judge out of the 17-year-old, definitely taking that. Zealot could be interesting as well, although no longer is insanely strong. Ninja doing some boat moves here. Really no economy to be able to buy anything with. He's very, very close to zeroing out here. This is actually getting a little scary.
yeah, he can't
quite
buy.
finish. Yeah,
He can't quite buy those things, even though he probably should be switching to
he should be switching to serfdom.
serfdom. Yeah. No, it's hard. He's so close.
Some more mines coming down. He's trying to fix his iron income at least.
Yeah, Klass, I
needs
don't
90
think is
bucks.
doing colonies. Go ahead.
He only needs $90 to buy. I think he'll sell something just so he can get this done with. But of course, he's not close to.
He doesn't have the
resources
civics
he
to
needs
swap back either. So,
Swap back
yeah.
either. So hey, he has lots of problems.
Yeah. He did start a Palton Cav in the capital,
he started
7
cavalry.
years.
Yep. I mean, that might be what he wants the civics for at this point. Really,
He does need to find a home.
Building.
Klass does need to find a home for his South Scout, because it's going to be revealed in 3 years. So,
Ninja's still in negative global training.
yep. And is continuing to rally troops instead of, influence anyone.
Well, he may not. He doesn't necessarily even have the money to influence.
He doesn't have the
either.
money to influence, yeah. It's,
That's when you're aware you got issues.
a little confused why he's rallying troops, unless he's saving for an upgrade. I guess the phalanx, maybe, for the warriors?
Yeah,
60 to 40 improvement
probably
wise.
right, but he doesn't nearly have enough resources for the upgrade anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what he plans to do with that training.
He just wants to have a stockpile. Is a bit freaked out by having a negative income of it. It's not something you want to see, certainly.
Yeah, it's really awkward when you have stuff cancelled and converted into council. It's really annoying, actually. I've had it happen in a couple days, couple games.
Yeah,
and it's just
maybe that's it. At this point, I'd be afraid. What's the trade for him? Like, how much civics is he giving up for training? Because it feels like civics is
a
going to be
lot
a
of
lot more
civics,
important.
Yeah, I wouldn't be rolling here. All right, let's see what Klass does. We've got a Patronage of the God event, another developing thing.
Oof. Sorry to interrupt. He's giving up 100 civics for 160 training.
Yeah, it's not worth it in my opinion.
And 2 orders. I mean, that's just,
Yeah,
even as
not
it
worth
straight
it.
up, it's not a, I wouldn't do that, period.
Ugh. Klass has
Klass's
a
economy
curse.
looking a lot better here, just like
Yeah.
so much better. Yeah, this is not looking good for Ninja here.
Klass has a cursed event. His leader can either become cursed or impious, or he can lose legitimacy. Neither of which is going to end up well for him, I think.
Well, you know, you only have 34 legitimacy, so what's losing
What's-
6?
Yeah, we can see a negative legitimacy victory. I would enjoy seeing that.
He went for
He's
it.
also
He took the
rallying
negative
troops.
legitimacy.
Yeah.
Really. Well, he's got plenty of civics, so it's not necessarily a problem. But you think he'd throw a wonder down pretty soon, just because?
Yeah, all that stone. Yeah, absolutely.
I
What
mean-
would you throw down here? You've got strong
That's a good question.
Jerwan. No real Jerwan spots
He has
available.
a spot for it. That's the problem with this map. Does he have a state religion that's everywhere, or not really?
Zoro is
Zoro.
in.
Two
Two
cities.
cities?
Yeah.
He
Right,
really
two
should
cities,
get
that's
Revelation
not-
with the
That's
disciple as
not
well.
super strong.
You could get Revelation to help natural spread with Zoro.
I mean,
I'd
you
like-
could just
I'd
get
like to know.
Hanging Gardens and call it a day. Just
Yeah,
because
I mean,
it's good.
Necropolis is also a good option. He does have pagan religion, and I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing is really pressing. So none of
Yeah.
these wonders out. We need it now.
I suppose you might as well do something with it. It's, I mean, I'd be tempted to just go kill at this
Colossus-
point, but
Colossus
Yeah, you
is
can
not
also-
bad to put on a city that's going to be pumping out Byrame.
Yeah, nothing is strong yet, though. on the
Although, yeah,
coast.
of course, he doesn't have a spot for it.
All right, he broke his sea connection and now is moving the biremes up and had to put a tactician on a bireme. So we may see tactician on a bireme is never a friendly sign. So
No, that means something's coming, and that's not for an anchoring.
yeah. So I think we're going to see an attack on Shustar here. He also swapped to colonies efficiently. He does have colonies as well and is buying some tiles to connect everything up.
All right, at last. Well, he got that 100 civics, so I hope he puts it
Yep.
to good use.
Although he only bought, I guess, 2 tiles right now. He bought with his onager and bought with
On both sides. I mean, that's
bought on both sides, which makes sense. But I would love to see him connect the inner coast, because I feel like that's going to be, especially
Yeah,
along
especially-
like Corrales,
and Gutter, yeah.
Nora to Leptis, and then also maybe even Utica to Nora.
Aaron in chat
He does have the
pointing
money
out
for it.
there is a time to strike note in the ocean from Klass, and a place
Time
for
to
the
strike. Yes.
boat.
Okay, well, we're telling us. I was curious if he's going to be more methodical or if he's actually going to push in. So, all right, well, it'd be nice to see some action.
I presume he's going to swap back to serfdom at some point. I don't know that I like colonies. Like, a little confused why the colony buys personally right here. These
Timing
don't
does
feel
seem a
particularly
little bit
impactful.
off, yeah.
Like if you're going to attack, you want. He did rush a bireme out with looks like civics in the statesman seat. Would love to see him start a decree as well if he's going to attack.
Another African elephant coming out of the capital next turn.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, presume he's going to buy some more tiles because it feels really odd to just buy those 2 tiles with colonies.
Yeah, he should be buying as much as he possibly can right now. I mean, burn some legitimacy to buy some more tiles.
Well,
Let's do this
He
thing.
can't buy orders with legitimacy anymore.
yeah, he
His
can't.
families are not too bad right now.
No, he's influenced a little bit and
He's
gotten stuff
influenced
fixed.
the religion heads, I assume, and
He's influenced the religious head and then influenced just the religious head was enough, and then I think some positive events. Surprisingly not very Zoro heavy. Ninja still having issues with statesmen, and he's getting hydraulics, his favorite tech ever. And he sent the 18-year-old off exploring, or another one, a 10-year-old exploring as well. Discovered in Phalanx, and let's see if we see those upgrades into spearmen. He has no
Yeah,
money, no resources.
He really
Yeah.
needs to finish this connection and then get out of colonies.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
It's time to
The
look
last
at.
two tiles.
he doesn't have the money for it.
It's
I
time-
mean, you could sell your stone and you could do it.
You could, yeah.
mean,
You
because
should,
at
right?
this
It's
point, it's just
taken
a
too many
cost.
turns. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a huge cost. I mean, again, of course, we keep circling the same issue. He still doesn't even have the civics to buy it. But
yeah. Well, you can
next-
stop
next turn.
training. So stop rallying troops for a bit. Man, he hasn't upgraded any of these gold mines or gems. Gems I really like personally. The culture's nice. But yeah, gold would help a little bit as well. The pearls would be great if he would upgrade them as well. He just doesn't seem to believe in gold.
I mean, at some level, you got to take what the map gives you. You know.
Yeah.
Seem to be really doing that. Yeah. Although obviously, I loved his Persia start, but.
Yeah, no, it was a really impressive start, but now it's kind of starting to fall off a bit, and I'm worried what happens with the second leader. Though this one's still plugging along. And yes, the statesman head has been plotting against the king the entire time, which does not help.
No.
But like this is a fixable situation, right? You can influence the statesman head, you can influence the Persian head, and the statesman will no longer be minus 100. Obviously, doesn't have the money to do that right now, but like could have done it 20 turns ago. So
We get lucky with an event off of that too.
yeah,
Could make a huge difference.
Could have spent a couple of turns getting Spoked Will, get a Chancellor in, and imprison that head.
also possible. Yeah.
I guess at 60, with the leader being 62, that's less attractive. You've got to hope that situation's going to resolve itself.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would have just, I always tend to influence early because like it pays off so like it just smooths everything out. But we'll see here. He's building a lot of units.
Oh man, I didn't notice he owned the Book of Secrets.
Yeah, and he's
Even
still,
with that, he's still
yeah,
where he is.
still having issues with the
Jeez.
Book of Secrets. So.
Yeah, I guess that kind
Statesman
of
also,
drunk kind of cancels out the Book of Secrets. You've got minus 20 for the religion and family heads, so you're effective minus 40 for both of the religious
he
families.
is pulling his troops out of Shustar a little bit. He's kind of rallying behind Shustar here. I don't know that I
Yeah.
would say that is pulling his troops out. I think he's just positioning in a way that if he wants to go in, he can.
Yeah.
Of course,
I mean, he's not going to be
Klass-
pushing Klass, so
Yeah,
he just doesn't
Klass
want to get
could-
surprised.
Yeah, Klass could put a boat just west of the forest hill with the, and that would cut off all the sea movement from the west. Right? That
Yeah, I
tile
would like
south
to. I would like to see him do that. Throw a boat
Right.
there, throw down the anchor.
And then Shustar just becomes easy.
Yeah, get Ninja afraid. Make him respond. I mean, that's why you've built these other biremes. You know.
Yeah, we've got 3 years on both those biremes, so he will, although some of them are statesman biremes, which aren't going to do much damage. So
Sure. Yeah. Although this is one of the hidden advantages to having those extra 2 peninsula cities. Is it's just 2 more cities you can actually build
Yep.
biremes with. You know, like there's only
Yeah.
so many on the spots on the map. Ninja has 4 cities you can build biremes from, right?
Yep.
Like.
yeah. Ninja does have sentinel slingers, but it's going to be a challenge to. Let's see what Klass does this turn. I think we may see him go in, although again I don't quite understand why he's still in colonies if he's going in. So no, he swapped to serfdom last turn, so he just bought those 2 tiles and nothing else. Okay, well
Wow.
sure, you're a judge, so whatever. But like, yeah, I don't know that I would have bought those 2 tiles.
Presumably, we're going to see a Bireme anchor somewhere around here on,
Gosh.
on some of these
believe-
spots
yeah,
he has
I
marked.
really hate that he did not buy those tiles between Corollas and Gadir.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do colonies, do all your colony buys, but I guess he wants to go now. It's just going to make his reinforcement kind of shittier, though. So, like, how is that onager from Zama ever going to get anywhere?
Yeah, I mean, he just moved an elephant up to Utica, and it's going to have to get around that
Yeah,
volcano.
Yep.
somehow.
yeah. So, yeah, especially those. Although he's going to, I guess, expand with barracks, which won't quite collapse, I think.
Here goes the boat.
Here goes the boat.
It's
We
gonna
got an
be- you can
anchor.
see the other
Double anchor.
Double anchor. Oh, so he's definitely going in. He doesn't want to take any chances here.
But he's
Yeah,
not.
but
He's
he
not
didn't
blocking
actually
off the
in the front.
coast. He's not blocking off the
Yeah,
coast.
I think he's just not afraid of.
He doesn't know how many units are hiding out behind the city.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But frankly, if I was Klaus, like, you want to bring your units to my side of the map, go ahead.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think he is. I don't think he thinks he's going to lose the city. So
He doesn't
It
have
just-
very many orders, though.
yeah. Well,
So I guess he goes in
that's-
next turn, right?
Yeah, I mean that's another thing. If you don't have any orders, like if your enemy comes to you to get killed, that's even better.
Yeah, I know. I've done that many times against Fluffy, where I move my units in and then they all die. I'm like, I move them in again, and Fluffy kills them. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Fluffy just kills the units I give him.
Tasty treats.
All right. Oh, they're going to cliffhanger us.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we stop after your turn, given us a few minutes left anyway. Need a fresh mind to approach this impending doom.
I would have liked to see the Onager go a tile east and anchor, because he doesn't know. He might get those birooms might get attacked next turn.
The Onager is definitely on limber. No reason not to, right? Like if you, yeah, I agree. Like move one more tile. What doom? I'm just continuing my expansion. Yeah, just unlimber one more tile. If you don't need it, you just move again, right? It's just an extra order to unlimber. There's really no downside to unlimbering.
You'd be surprised how many times you do need it.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a situation where I wish I would have unlimbered last turn. All right, so we are ending here on turn 46 with quite the cliffhanger. I think they will continue not tomorrow, sadly. That game will not be happening on Sunday, but sometime Tuesday, it looks like. We will let you know when the next time is, and we'll try to get a caster covered for a weekday game as well. So thank you all for watching. This has been super fun. Thank you, Fluffy, for hosting. Soren, always so great to have you commentate, and exciting to commentate with you for once, finally.
Yep, it was fun. It's great, and hope I wasn't too harsh on either player.
No, it's definitely fun. So
Yeah, thank you both for joining, and thank you everyone for tuning in. We will be back sometime next week for part 2, and yeah, come back and see the exciting. Well, I don't want to say conclusion, but let's see what this fight yields. It might be over quickly.
No.
802 military score to
no.
482. Science lead, Ninja actually has a science lead, 63 to 47, although the gap is about 200 science, still in favor of Klass. Econ-wise, Klass is ahead in everything except for food. Orders, they're actually pretty even right now, although Klass did spend 28 bought orders as a schemer 28 times, so... All right.
Which orders is that? Is it the same each time?
Yeah, it's 54, I think, or whatever, 56, something like that. 56, 28 times.
Seems to have paid off for him.
Yep, he's in a dominant position here and about to attack Showstar, so we should have an exciting next session.
Wait, he bought how many times? He bought
orders 28 times.
28 times.
Cost him 56 legitimacy and gave him 280 orders.
And you could 280 orders. And you can only do it 280 orders. That's kind of amazing. And you can only do it once per turn, right? So he's effectively he's bought it almost every
28 times.
Over half of his turns.
Correct. Yep. That's why schemers are overpowered.
Yeah, so if we look at the order total graph, Klass has a total of 1,086 orders compared to Ninja's 894, despite the fact that
the graph doesn't show the buys, it just shows the income, but the total does show the total.
Yeah. So despite the fact that Ninja has had an order lead for most of the game, Klass still has had, way more orders to play with. But he has paid for it.
Yeah.
Yes, and 65 to 42 improvements.
Yeah, it's not an absurd lead in orders, but I'm sure they were used very effectively.
Cool.
All right, well, let's wrap up the stream here. And thank you again for watching, everyone, and see you again next time. Ta-ta for now.